up to you. No, I don't. No, but usually you turn it off, right?
يعني usually I turn it off بس برضو اللي هو because كمان these are new mics.
Yeah.
فاكتشفت ان like there's a certain like edit that I need to do with these mics عشان جداد. بس no, but genuinely I really appreciate you for coming.
Thank you so much.
And
I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Genuinely, because I know we tried to plan it a while ago.
من سنة
literally من سنة بالظبط. And I know you were very very busy at the time, and I'm still sure you're super busy. But there's so much I want to know about you because I found you super interesting.
Thank you.
I don't know where to start, but I want to know the story. يعني بجد يعني حاسس ان في قصه حاسس ان في قصص جوه القصه. فجست ستارت يعني من ايا كان انت شايف where you're comfortable with وانا معاك.
من اي حته
if you want to start from school, if you want to start from uni عشان I know the states were a big part of it. فانا معاك.
It was بص هو first of all I'm متحمس قوي. This is my first podcast في اي حته في العالم. This is the first time I'm on a podcast. I do watch a lot of podcasts. I saw a few of your episodes. شفت اخر حلقه كمان مع مراد. حلقه حلوه قوي.
مراد جامد فشخ الصراحه.
بحب كمان at the time when you contacted me كانت أول مرة نتكلم طبعا. مش only I was busy بس at the same time I didn't feel like I'm ready to do any interviews أو أطلع أتكلم.
Okay.
غير كده I think you had contacted me في آخر 75 days أو في around that time.
Yeah.
And at that time أنا كنت مسحول شوية في تفكير اللي هو أنا المفروض أعمل إيه دلوقتي؟
المفروض أعمل content
لما أتكلم في إيه و you know when you انت مش عارف الخطوه اللي جايه هتبقى ايه ف just careful قوي او selective فبس I didn't do any interviews حسيت اللي هو maybe later لما achieve اكتر بس long story short let's see where to begin 1994
wow okay way back we go way back
yes حياتي فيها pattern مهم قوي
طب حاول تقرب سيكا المايك عليك
كده
لا قرب المايك عليك انت
that's cool with me okay
عشان انا حرام تبقى اللي هو يعني
لا قول لي انت
the audio is so important
عندي سؤال
yeah
who's editing this
I'm editing
you're editing this
I appreciate it بس اي حاجه في النص انت يعني قلتها مثلا you're like oh fuck that انا عايز اشيلها you could go like
انا فاهم
that's completely fine I love the hoodie by the way
thank you sir كتير اول لبسه عشانك بس
حبيبي alright 1994
so the pattern is 6 سنين في مصر 6 سنين في كاليفورنيا 6 سنين في مصر 6 سنين في كاليفورنيا ودلوقتي 6 سنين في مصر
اوكي
ده الباترن بتاع حياتي
اوكي
فانا
دي حاجه like حد كان قصد اهلك كانوا
من غير قصد
واو
بتحصل
اوكي
اتولدنا هنا واحنا رحنا مدرسه في اي اس
اوكي
عندنا عشان الشغل وكده
ويست ولا مين كامبس
تجمع
اوكي
عشان الشغل بتاع اهلي فسافرنا امريكا
اوكي
وستيت دير لحد ميدل سكول كده لحد ما كان عندنا 13 سنه رجعنا هنا على اي اس تاني
I love the fact ان انت كنت بتتكلم انت بتتكلم
انا عيد
بصيغه I love that it's very cute
anybody who watches this should know عيد my twin brother بس لما رجعنا كنا راجعين بقى American boys قوي عشان احنا
It's California
يعني من سن 6 ل 12 انت في امريكا فانت ازاي يعني هتطلع مصري فلما رجعنا there was a lot of bullying شويه على العربي اللي هو
العربي كان مكسر
كنا بنقول بقى فراولة فكان في ايه كان في سف جامد كان في سف حلو يعني ف I think that helped a lot for character development
okay
throughout high school obviously كانت سنة bullying صراحة مش هأفور يعني هي كانت سنة بالعافية كام يوم وحش يعني بس بقيت السنين كانت حلوة وكانت أيام حلوة قوي في high school وكده رجعنا جامعة في كاليفورنيا فالجامعة في كاليفورنيا كانت برضو أكتر
كنتوا قاصدين ترجعوا جامعة في كاليفورنيا ولا it just came
يعني بص هو الضحك ان انا ما اتقبلتش في اي يو سي
اوكي
انا وعيد قدمنا على اي يو سي
وما تقبلتوش
ما تقبلناش
وات
مش فاكر بقى قالوا ريجكشن لتر اللي ايه
ما تهرجش
والله
اوكي
اقول لك ديب بقى ستوري ما حدش يعرفها ده بقى مش المفروض يتقال
I'd love to بس whatever you're comfortable please
لا عادي
لا
عادي احنا اتقابلنا في يو سي ايرفاين اللي هي the fourth best public school في امريكا
اوكي
في كاليفورنيا في اليو سي سيستم is a great system الجامعه دي عملوا لنا كونديشن قالوا لنا في هاي سكول كان سينيور قالوا لنا بيست على الجي بي اي بتاعكم في السمستر اللي فاضله you're accepted
اوكي
ف you have to keep a 3.0 جي بي اي
ده اي يو سي اللي كان بيقول
لا يو سي ايرفاين لا اي يو سي قالوا لا مش عايزينكم كده
اصلا
ايا كان جي بي اي بتاع ما فيش مش عارف ليه طبعا مش فاكر اصلا فالمهم فاكر الكونديشنز دي بتاعت يو سي ايرفاين فانا وعيد ما صدقناش قلنا ايه we're accepted يو سي ايرفاين ازاي ده حلم طبعا ترجع كاليفورنيا يا جماعه
طبعا
فالسمستر اللي فاضله دي all we have to do is keep a 3.0 GPA وهنروح يو سي ار 1 ولا واحد فينا خلى كابت 3.0 we both lost the 3.0
okay
no one kept it
okay
for some reason في السيستم قفشوا عيد ما قفشونيش انا فانا رحت عادي
ما تهرجش
والله
بس انتوا الاثنين didn't maintain 3.0
no one maintained the 3.0 فانا رحت عيد اخد اوف سمستر عادي يلعب تنس في نادي الجزيره وجالنا في جانيوري يعني انا بدات اهرب him by 3 months بس so somehow I snuck into college
wow okay وكولج في كاليفورنيا
فدول كانوا دي كانت فتره حلوه قوي هناك بقى 2018 كنت بتفرج كتير قوي على يوتيوب كيسي نايستات لوجان بول الفتره بتاعت 2017 actually 2017
كيسي was just
كيسي نايستات كان هو المين ايدل انسبيريشن هو الستوري تيلينج بتاعه كله
بس انا متاكد 100% ان it gets so draining
it gets oh yeah
dude of course
اللي
هو انت متخيل ان انت you're constantly on a camera انا فاكر I think he filmed his daughter's birth ولا حاجه اللي هو مجنون فاهم كل يوم لازم ياخد بيرولز وبتاع it was tough
definitely you have to have
you have to have an insane amount of capacity for it I feel
بالظبط you do so that inspired me وقلت العيد I was like ما تيجي نبدا يوتيوب channel قال لي نبدا يوتيوب channel نعمل ايه قلت له نصور عادي احنا we live in California حياتنا لذيذه بنروح سيرفينج احنا الجامعه هنا والبحر هنا
طف
ف5 دقايق ولا 10 دقايق we were surfing فكنا بنقضي وقت كتير قوي على البحر الصراحه يعني فاكس كلاس نروح على البحر قال لي يلا بينا ف we got a camera here's the funny story بقى اشترينا كاميرا $600 اشترينا مش عارف لايتنج ومايك دفعنا بتاع $1000 في equipment بعد كده $1200 في ماك بوك برو دفعنا $3000 سيت اب
2017 اوكي
$3000 سيت اب
اوكي
وابويا طبعا هو اللي كان انفستنج في الموضوع ده معلش بس عايزين ده الايه يا ابني هنصور يوتيوب يعني ايه يوتيوب يعني هتشوف فالمهم بدأنا نصور عملنا اول فيديو اوحش فيديو صورته في حياتي
what was about
it was a 18-minute vlog يعني احنا حياتنا حلوه قوي فاهم 18 minutes ولا حاجه قاعدين بنلف الستريتس في السيتي trying to just show like oh this is the store
this is where we go
ولا اي
this is where I buy my milk
يا ابني فيديو ضايع هو that's what they say though the first thing you do of anything is always going to be your worst
it's going to be terrible
how was your first podcast probably not as good as 74
absolutely probably not as good as this 100% not
as good as 75 right
بالظبط
but I'm sure it was good مش قصدي حاجه
لا بس it wasn't it just really wasn't
after doing it 75 times you're probably on a different level
بالظبط you get the hang of it
yeah so that's what I'm saying our first video ده يعني we cannot watch it ما ينفعش افتح فيديو مستحيل 18 دقيقه ليه اصلا يعني ولا حاجه بس طبعا we had good support في الاول from family friends وكده and very nice comments فwe like ايه ده 1000 فيو على يوتيوب 1000 فيو
ده حلو فشخ
اول فيديو بتاع كنا مبسوطين قوي and we're very appreciative على السبورت بس كانوا كلهم صحابنا and friends of friends and at the end of the day your success online will never come from just friends and family ما ينفعش ال 10 فيور دول يتفرجوا عليك انت بتبني لماس او بتبني ل huge community فمستحيل انت فاهم يعني even if everyone I know watches my videos كم واحد 1000 2000
صح
it won't amount to your goal or your ambition بس صورنا الفيديو ده جاله 1000 فيو كنا بنعمل بقى ويكلي 1 فيديو والفيديو ده 18 دقيقه قعدنا نأديت فيه 3 اسابيع
ما تهرجش
عشان ننزل والله
اول فيديو
تخيل we're now استنى بقى نشوف احنا بنأديت في ايه وبنعمل ايه فنزلنا الفيديو ده for the next 8 weeks كنا بننزل فيديو كل اسبوع it was either a vlog and كنا بنفيزت مثلا كان في car meet Lamborghinis and coffee ومش عارف ايه فكنا نروح نصور كنا try to talk with people and then we did a shaving challenge كان في حاجات مختلفة تمام كنا قاعدين بننوع يعني اللي هو بنحاول نجرب حاجات مختلفة و the videos got a little bit better سنة صغيرة يعني and by week 8 كنا بدأنا نبقى demotivated شوية اللي هو احنا بنحط we're spending all of our time in those 8 videos وكل فيديو برضو 1000 فيو
and all this aside يعني جامعة ماشية كده
جامعة شغالة بس
جامعة شغالة بس على الهادي بالظبط بس you're doing content like we could say full time
and we were very happy كنا مبسوطين قوي بنأدت طول اليوم قاعدين على iMovie بنتعلم it was very self taught ما خدناش كلاس
بس اتسحلتوا بقى
كنا بندرس بزنس فما كناش فاهمين حاجة أصلا في التصوير والانجلز فأنت بتجرب يعني after 8 weeks كنا demotivated شويتين اللي هو يا عم احنا كل اسبوع هنجيب 1000 فيو كل ده على 800 فيو so جينا نابلود ويك 10 كنت انا في الجامعه وكان عندي كلاس فعيد كلمني قال لي ليفربول وروما دلوقتي تشامبيونز ليج تشجع حد
بشجع يعني دلوقتي الليفر كده صراحه for sure بس قبل كده صراحه كنت مدريد بس انا يعني I'm a football like player more than I am a football fan
بتلعب
صراحه ما بلعبش برضه فريشلي
بس
كنت بلعب كنت like I still do a like major defense.
you do
بس بعد نص الملعب مش هتلاقيني. قبل نص الملعب معاك
يعني قبل نص الملعب في الدفاع
قبل نص الملعب بدافع فشخ وهتلاقيني نازل وتاكلز وبتاع
انت زي بقى دستروير
انت دفاع برضه
احلف جامد فشخ
ايوه بالظبط. عمري في حياتي ما حسيت ان في حد اصلا بيبقى عايز يبقى دفاع بس بحس ان like people actually
ده فيها aggression
I love it
فيها عنف
لما حد يخش فيك وتديه كتف وبتاع ايه يا باشا ده كده
احلى حاجه قلتير بقى هدفه
ايوه بالظبط لا I love it
احلى حاجه فاهمني انت
فده كان ليفربول
روما فقال لي تعالى نصور قال لي there's an Irish pub and why did it matter that it was an Irish pub the Irish fans were huge fans of Liverpool مش فاكر ليه at the time it was a British pub ولا Irish المهم يعني كان ليفربول pub اصلا فكل الجمهور بتاع ليفربول في السيتي دي كانوا موجودين في البار ده او الباب ده فعيد اي تعالى نتفرج وبتاع قلت له يا عم عندي لكتشر قال لي فاكس لكتشر وبتاع مش مستاهله اللكتشر مش هتعمل لك حاجه تعالى نتفرج على فيديو ليفربول روما قلت له مكسل والله كلمني تاني ليه يا ابني تعالى الباب ده جامد قوي وكله بيج سكرينز وبتاع
والانجليز مجانين
انجليز كله لابس سكارفز اكنك في استاد
لا they're crazy
قلت له خلاص يا عم اجي لك معاك الكاميرا اي لا مش معايا الكاميرا هنصور بالايفون قلت له طيب ماشي فرحت له على الباب صورنا الانترو عادي يا جماعه today we're here watching Liverpool Roma عملنا الرياكشن صراحه حتى هاتريك كسبوا 5-2 صورنا الفيديو ونزلنا الفيديو ده على يوتيوب عادي it was our reaction video to Liverpool 5-2 basically هو ولا حاجه النهارده يا جماعه نتفرج على ليفربول روما at the Irish pub in Orange County let's go ونحط الكاميرا قدامنا وكان بس reactions احنا ومثلا 100 واحد we're standing up bar كله واقف بتفرج على big screen كأنك في السينما بس بيغنوا كأنك في استاد
طبعا
طبعا
chanting
ايوه ده just chanting عادي انت احساس غريب قوي فاهم احنا هنا بنقعد عادي على القهوه
بالظبط قاعد على القهوه
بس لا ده كان انت جوه استاد
وتلاقيهم بيرموا بقى لو they're fucking crazy
amazing يعني they went crazy على صلاح لما حط الهاتريك دي ونزلنا الفيديو ده فوي edited في يوم خدنا يوم عشان edit الفيديو المره دي بقى ننجز بقى 8 weeks عدى
الحمد لله 3 اسابيع من 3 اسابيع للفيديو اللي هي
بالظبط ده ماتش كبير you have to post it
خلاص على طول
يعني فنزلنا فيديو بعد يوم وكنا مفصولين شويه من ناحيه اللي هو ايه ده فيديو حلو بس عارفين واتس اكسبكتد 1000 فيو
التراكشن بالظبط
عارفين ان هيجي 1000 فيو 800 فيو فنزلناه واحنا شويه ما فيش انرجي we're just like سيبوا يا عم يلا نروح نتمرن رميناه بالظبط يلا نروح نتمرن رحنا الجيم نتمرن ورجعنا لقيت الفيديو 6000 فيو that's good ده حلو قوي
that's really good that's 600% it's amazing
that's way better بس I was like حلو لذيذ دخلنا ننام بقى لقيت ابويا الصبح اصحوا يا ابني الفيديو 100,000 فيو
ما تهرجش
والله
100,000
I'll never forget that
wow
day
in a day
اقل
in
less than 24 hours
wow
احنا نزلنا فيديو مش عارف 4 p.m. next morning 8 a.m. 100,000 دخلت على الفيديو لقيته 101,000 عمري ما هنسى اليوم ده
هبل
فطبعا it's funny because at the point of where you almost give up or you almost feel like لا يا عم مش عايز اصور ومش ماليش نفس وماليش مزاج ربنا بيبعت لك حاجه تزقك شويه which I saw you and Murad talk about لما ربنا يفتحها because احنا كنا مستنيين كام 10,000 فيو كنا مستنيين 20,000 فيو maybe حظنا حلو بس لقينا الفيديو ده
ربنا لما بيكرم
والفيديو ده النهارده 1,200,000 او 1,400,000 حاجه كده
on YouTube
واو
واو ما شاء الله
ففهمنا طبعا الترند بتاع السوشيال هاكينج basically social hacking is when you talk about دلوقتي كاس العالم is trending في قطر اي حد يعمل كونتنت على كاس العالم طبيعي انه هيجيله more viewership ما العالم كله بيتكلم عليه لو حصل بيكي and شاكيرا he cheated on her او حصل حاجه you make a reel about it you're gonna get more views than you usually do
100%
فمش هكدب يعني اقول ان انا اعيد عملنا حاجه ابتكار لا هو بس
we were smart about it
we were smart about it وتعلمنا بقى من دي moving forward كل الفيديوهات اللي جايه كانت ايه all of our next videos بقى كوره reactions interviews في الشارع who do you think is gonna win the World Cup فالفيديوز بقت كلها على يوتيوب دلوقتي 50,000 فيو 100,000 فيو 200,000 فيو
Amazing.
عادي كوريا مكسيكو لايف رياكشن اشتغلنا على كاس العالم ده we went up to 10,000 subscribers I think in like 30 days or maybe 2 months max 10,000 subscribers وبس so we learned a lot from that period about social hacking الفيديوهات بقى لما كان جه وقت الكوارتر فاينلز England are playing او Italy are playing whoever ده 2018 الفيديو كان بيتصور اللايف رياكشن في البب في العربية بنexport الفايل editing on the way home خلال 45 minutes الفيديو ده كان على يوتيوب
في ساعتها
احنا كنا اسرع من البودكاسترز.
واو الماتش بيخلص البودكاست الماتش بيخلص الفيديو بيابلود.
The funny thing is بقى امريكا مش بيهتموا بالكوره قوي بالذات في اورنج كاونتي في الحته دي. اكتشفنا انه بقى في واحد بيجي لنفس الباب يوتيوبر كان صغير برضه بدأ يعمل نفس الثامبنيل نفس التايتل والله نفس almost نفس الفيديو بس ما عندوش personality هو بس كان بيصورها كده وبيحط نفس الحاجه وبيحط نفس اللون يعني احنا بنحط الثامبنيل بالريد تايتل واورنج اوتلاين نفس الكوبي بيست واحنا ما نعرفوش مش عارفين ده مين صيني ولا امريكي مش عارفين هو مين اوكي وبعد كده لقينا بقى في CNN وفوكس كاميرات موجوده بتصور الرياكشن في البيج رياكشنز دول. by the time they were live على CNN او فوكس واحنا طلعنا في انترفيوز من دول كانوا
really
كنا جاهزين بقى
انتوا خلاص انتوا بتدوجي for a while
بالظبط. فكنا بنخش على عيد كان لابس المكسيكان فيس بينت وبتاع الراجل كان who are you here to Mexico فكنا بدأنا ننجز قوي في الابلودينج اوف ذا كونتنت because you know that if you don't upload
على طول instantly
حد تاني هينزل وهو اللي هيجيله الفيوز دي. ف we learned a lot from that period. للاسف بعديها نزلنا على مصر وفي مصر بقى كان اكتشف ما ينفعش تصور قوي في الشارع ما ينفعش تصور من غير تصاريح كتير
للاسف.
فوقفنا الانترفيوز والتصوير for a long time.
ده كان لما نزلت مصر بعد
كان 2018 سمر كاس العالم
بعد
كاس العالم خلص نزلنا
بعد تاني 6 سنين في امريكا
بالظبط. خلصنا جامعه
قضيت 6 في مصر 6 في امريكا دول ال6 بتوع امريكا خلصتوا جامعه وراجعين بالظبط. اوكي
بس فرجعنا على مصر ومن ساعتها بقى the past 4 years have been like a whirlwind of content من ناحيه طب نصور ايه نعمل استوديو وعملنا جيم شو كده وكنا بنجيب جاست انا بسأل سؤال عيد يسألك سؤال مثلا انا هقول لك انا اسئلتي كانت على طول احلى فانا اقول لك سودان ايه اكتر حاجه بتخاف منها وعيد يقول لك مثلا طب انت عمرك حبيت 2 في نفس الوقت وانت لازم ترد على سؤال واحد بس ما ينفعش تجاوب على الاثنين.
هو فاكر ده بيرد على اسئلتك انت
بس اللي هيجي له اجابات اكتر هو اللي بيكسب basically و at the same time الاودينس كان بيتعلم عن الجاست and it was all about the guest. So we did a few episodes عملنا مع أميرة أديب that was the first one. That one went obviously really well at the time. عملنا مع سيف تميمي عملنا مع
جامد. انا I love سيف حبيبي يعني.
ما سيف كان معانا في كاليفورنيا بقى هو اللي علمنا السيرفينج.
ما تهرجش
سيفو.
انت عارف ان انا سيف انت عارف والله العظيم ان انا اوكي انا كلمت سيف كتير قوي because I've always wanted to surf. كنت كل مرة كنت رايح مع بالي اصلا بس it just didn't work out في الاخر. وانا بشوف سيف 24/7 واحنا في ايام الصيف بشوفه في هاسيندا وايت بيسيرف وانا ببقى literally بتمرن and I'm looking at it like I want this life
زي
so much. فلا انا سيف حبيبي
سيف
عشان كمان سيف بي فيت فلايك I know him so well and I love him.
هو اول واحد اخدني رحت مرنت مع بي فيت اول ما جيت مصر نزلت مره معاه بس سيف هو اللي علمنا السيرفينج في كاليفورنيا. قاعد معنا شويه.
so good he's incredible رهيب ما شاء الله.
بتقول لك على ايه تاني
فانت كنت تتكلم ان ده كان okay so the show it wasn't like a talk show it was more
it was a game show في السريع كان 10 minutes او 8 minutes حسب بقى الابسود. فكنا بنسال الجاست
you were editing you were doing everything
كنا بنعمل برضه كل حاجه.
so الباك اند كله معاكم
and I forgot to mention حاجه مهمه الفيديو اللي جاب مليون فيو ده في الاخر بتاع الباب ما استخدمناش ال $600 كاميرا ولا الميكروفونز ولا اي حاجه عشان
انت كنت
الايفون عيد قال لي انا معايا الايفون في الجامعه بالظبط. فماي بوينت از عشان كده كنت بسالك دلوقتي and you were saying I'm بسوي بالايفون عادي which I'm like ايفون هو مش هتفرق
literally هو
الكواليتي بتاعه الناس you're creating a cinema movie او a vlog حاجه entertaining هتصور واحد بيسيرف في بحر معين عايز كواليتي معين as long as your message is delivered and communicated الاودينس هيتفرج فمش فارق DSLR ايفون سامسونج بتاع as long as the quality is somewhat good and the audio اهم حاجه الاوديو اصلا
الاوديو بيفرق قوي انت عارف ان this is one of the reasons why I changed the mics يعني up until I think episode مثلا 35 كان المايكس هم كانوا يعني مش المايكس هو كان المايك هتلاقيه محطوط هناك كان بس الفرق الوحيد ان هو على الترابيزه. فالمشكله ان انت اي مره for example I'm very expressive و I know you are too فهتلاقينا نعمل كده وبنخبط كتير. فاي مره انت بتخبط بجد الاودينس كان بيتفشخ يعني كان لقيت الناس بيكلموني بيقولوا لي بص هو انا اتفرجت على نصه بس ما قدرتش اكمل I'm like I'm so sorry بس يعني ده كان الوضع اللي انا فيه لحد لما اشتريت البوم ارمز فرقوا معايا.
لا بقول لك ايه ده سيت اب بروفيشنال
بقول لك ايه
ده بروفيشنال قوي.
بوم ارمز فرقوا معايا فشخ عشان بوم ارمز كمان I move a lot فانا بحب اتحرك كتير قوي فالبوم ارم مريحه and just recently يعني انت عارف ان this is the second podcast صور بيه بالمايكس الجديده بالبود مايكس. والله العظيم respect يعني مع بس هي دي فكره exactly like you said I don't think you should start by buying the most expensive fucking equipment. Not at all.
It's never about that.
It's literally never about that.
مش هكدب عليك, I'm a little bit jealous of the setup.
حبيبي
قلت لك انا عيد بقى كتير عايزين نبدا بودكاست.
بجد بيت بيتك.
Amazing يعني ال setup is very professional and that's why it's part of the reason why I'm here because I like to be part of حاجات high level.
I appreciate
this is a high level production. What's the lighting? We got the audio. It's a setup, bro. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
I genuinely appreciate it.
والله.
بجد. And I'm so happy you're here.
And you're gonna help us set up our podcast.
100%. لا بجد انت فاهم غلط. يعني انا اي حاجه محتاجها حتى يعني in terms بقى of the editing او sound quality او انا بجد معاك. يعني هاتني احنا مع بعض.
مشاهدين.
بس I want to circle back to احنا دلوقتي بنتكلم ان انت into 4 years of creating content.
5 I'd say 2018 لحد النهارده for 5 years. There was breaks طبعا شهرين ما نزلناش, هنا 6 شهور ما نزلناش, بس yeah for the most part being a content creator 5 and it took us a year. يعني سنة الأول كنا بنفكر for a year and a half I'd say every day تيجي نبدأ لحد ما بدأنا. فأصلا it's been in your head you know. أكيد أنت ما بدأتش بودكاست في يوم قلت أنا عايز أبدأ بودكاست بكرة وبدأت يعني.
لا
أكيد قعدت تفكر for weeks and months. طب أبدأ, طب الناس هتفكر في إيه, طب هتكلم في إيه, طب مين الجاست.
بالظبط.
It took you some time, right?
Yeah.
When was the first day you thought about it? How long did it take to actually start the podcast?
It took a while. بس أنا برضو I'm super impulsive. I don't know if you know that. بس أنا impulsive بغباء. اللي هو يعني في impulsivity لذيذ اللي هو يا جدعان نطلع السخنة فاحنا نطلع النهاردة وهنرجع فاهم هنرجع بكرة. في impulsivity تانية اللي هو okay I want to start a podcast so in a week's time I have the mics, I have the mixer, I have the phone اللي انا هصور بيه. عشان انا كمان الكلام ده كله يعني كده مع الوقت السيت اب كبر. بس انا المايكس اللي انا كنت بصور بيها لحد الحلقه اللي فاتت مايكات واحد صاحبي. مايكات واحد صاحبي اسمه جارح يعني he's a friend.
مبروك
فاهم
الاوديو الجديد.
يعني انا عشان كده بقول لك المايكس دي فارقه معايا قوي because this is one of the most like proper investments that I do in the podcast itself. انا زي ما كنت بقول لك قبل ما نبدا الاوضه دي اوضه اطفال يعني ما حدش يعرف الموضوع بس الحته دي كانت فيها الحته دي كانت بجد العيال مشاوطين عليها فشكوها.
لا الاوضه حلوه دلوقتي
الحمد لله فاهم قصدي.
فيها صور وفيها
بس كان في حاجات كتيره قوي اللي هو I just decided and I was like you know what fuck it let me do it. بس زي ما انت بتقول لا it took me a while يعني as impulsive as I am as يعني I'm very also fast paced و I get very driven by momentum. فلو عملت حاجه النهارده هبقى عايز اعمل حاجتين بكره هبقى عايز اعمل 3 بعده فاهم قصدي.
عندك الدرايف.
It took me like I would say a month from start to finish. From okay this is an idea to أنا معايا لوجو اللوجو طبعا اتحط على الحيطة I have my first guest like a proper month. والحمد لله إن ربنا أصلا كان كريم in I was to a bit connected في like for example الفيتنس industry أو في الفيلد ده. one of the very first people that came on was Kareem. I love Kareem. وكريم اصلا gave me the opportunity. كريم literally took a bet. He was like you know what this kid احنا الاثنين بنتكلم هو بيريبلاي على ستوريز انا بريبلاي على ستوريز let me just take the bet. والصراحه جاء وفرقت معايا حتى in my confidence بيني وبين نفسي قوي because it made me feel like okay طالما like a person is willing to take a bet on you then I have to like really double down on this. Like I have to double down on me. I need to start taking bets on me.
He showed you that like the potential is there and you deserve it. وريني بقى انت هتعمل ايه.
Yes.
And that's pressure.
But
you live up to the pressure. Here you are, 75 episodes.
I'm trying.
That's big, bro.
And عايز أسألك برضو على speaking of pressure because I know you guys must have been so much like genuinely been through so much. Do you feel like you've experienced pressure لما نزلت من أمريكا بعد ما خلصت جامعة رجعت لمصر؟ يعني حسيت بأي نوع من أنواع pressure أنت you have to start like a mundane job أو you have to start the 9 to 5 أو لازم تبقى بتعمل حاجة ليك؟
بص هو technically our 9 to 5 اللي اشتغلناها كانت هناك. يعني احنا خلصنا جامعة واشتغلنا هناك. اشتغلت في ماركتينج سنة ونص في شركة كنا بنعمل hair products و beauty products. بس انا كنت شغال في الديجيتال ماركتينج سبيس فكنت شغلي كله كان
سوشيال ميديا مود بقى.
سوشيال ميديا شوية content creation influencers ويب سايتس development حاجات كده ديجيتال بقى. that was my experience with a 9 to 5 corporate life. هي كانت سنة أو سنة ونص بس تعلمت فيها حاجات كتير. كنت شغال مع best friend of mine سامح will come up a lot بس سامح زي أخويا يعني. فهو long story short قال لي بص يا أودا في واحد النهاردة جالي هو كان بيبيع عربيات في مرسيدس. فقال لي في واحد جاي النهاردة وقال لي تعالى معايا دلوقتي حالا عايز أروح أوريك شغلي وعايزك تشتغل معايا وتعمل لي ويب سايت. فقال لي راجل غريب شوية. فمهم قلت له رحت. قال لي لا انا هروح معاه بالليل. فالمهم هعمل لك شير لوكيشن لو حصل لي اي حاجه انت عارف انا فين وبتاع مش عارف مين الراجل ده ومعاه بنتلي ومش عارف ايه انا رايح قلت له ماشي عامل شير لوكيشن. طب اجي معاك؟ اي مش هينفع يعني. هو قال لي انا. قلت له تمام. فراح اختفى I swear 6 hours او 7 hours اختفى. ما فيش تليفون ما فيش مسج ما فيش اي حاجه. الساعه 2 بالليل يو بقول لك ايه يا ابني احنا هنشتغل مع الراجل ده انا وانت. قلت له انا مالي انا هشتغل ايه هو مين ده؟ قال لي لا he needs a lot of work. وقلت له ما اقدرش اعملها لوحدي يعني I need someone with me وبتاع وانا هاخدك معايا. ف he's one of those guys اللي هو someone's gonna look out for you sometimes more than you look out for yourself.
I love that.
I was like طب يا عم
what was the work about?
هنشتغل. That was the company marketing بقى
okay so that's the
he was a big entrepreneur.
okay
هو راجل وكان محتاجنا احنا بقى نمسك له الشباب بقى نخش بالدماغ دي
ونعمل بس coming back بقى
to answer your question. لما رجعنا هنا the plan was to go back and do a master's.
في امريكا كاليفورنيا برضو ولا فين؟
كاليفورنيا. ف that got cancelled عشان حسيت انه I don't want to go back into education. خلاص الاربع سنين بتوع الباتشلرز الحمد لله اخذتهم بالعافيه لان انا كان في ايام بقول لابويا اللي هو هنعمل ايه
مش قادر يا حاج.
انا مش عارف باباك معاك ازاي بس اهلي كانوا من النوع اللي هو يعني ابويا كان بيقول لي وانا صغير كويس تاخد experience كارير وشغل وتشتغل عند حد وتتعلم وتبدا من تحت تبدا تاخد السلم من تحت بس eventually عود نفسك انك تبقى انت صاحب الشغل او انت تبقى انت اللي بتشتغل لنفسك.
صح قوي.
فهو علمني ده فكنت بقول له طب طالما انا هعمل ده
that's an amazing father right there amazing dad.
فكان بيقول لي قلت له طالما انا اعمل ده احنا بناخد الشهاده دي ليه مكلفه جامد وبتاع. قال لي لا هتاخد شهاده ف we had a lot of those conversations. بس coming back انا قلت خلاص why would I go back into a master's.
صح.
I'm into content creation I'm into marketing هلاقي نفسي هنا وهدور على شغل. but honestly عمري ما دورت على شغل في مصر.
really
never only coaching.
okay
so how it worked was في البيريد بتاعت لما رجعنا الباشا كان 2018.
اوكي
الباشا هو كان الاول انت هتخلص جيش وبعد كده هتشتغل. احنا داخلين الجيش على طول عندنا 24 سنه.
اوكي
فاوريدي اجلنا كفايه وخلصنا جامعه فلازم تخش الجيش. فكنا بنقدم فعشان خاطر ما فيش شغل at that time هتقدم على شغل زي انت بتقدم على الجيش. ففي 4-6 شهور كده كان في تقديم and then كان في سنه جيش. فكان السنه ونص دي كان البريشر هو انا امتى هخلص جيش وامتى هبدا شغل. انت عارف الفكره دي. فذات was the pressure of like هعمل ايه وبعدين هثبت نفسي ازاي في مصر.
دي دي كبيره قوي برضه
يعني انا جاي من بره واتخرجت وبتاع والناس ده بيشتغل في ده وكل حد بيشتغل في حته معينه انا هعمل ايه. وكان عندي big realization وانا I think 22 بعد ما خلصت جامعه. عارف لما تخلص الجامعه
بس
اللي فاضل لك قد ايه؟
قدامي سمسترين.
I'm jealous. You're 21
I'm 22
I'm jealous.
لا بس اقول لك على حاجه انا برضه متاخر يعني انا خدت سنه انا بهزر في الجامعه كتير قوي يعني عاده الناس بينزلوا 15 credit courses او like يعني مثلا
انت على مهلك
يا ابني انا بنزل 12 مثلا انا بجد لو عليا
انا كنت بعمل كده ساعات ايوه فول تايم وخلاص.
انا بجد لو ممكن انزل 9 هنزل 9 بس الجامعه يعني لو انا نزلت 9 credits الجامعه هيقولوا لي انت بارت تايم ستودنت صح. وانا الصراحه برضه واخد فاينانشال ايد انا بفشخ الجامعه وانا بدفع فاللي هو انا واخد الموضوع واحده ومش مستعجل خالص عشان كمان قضيت سنه في الجي سي. انا I hated my fucking life. Like man, it was terrible. It was the most terrible time. بس في السنة دي I was able to الحمد لله يعني سادنتها I was able to like graduate into my coaching career. فبعد كده بدأت بس أنا يعني بهزر كتير فشخ في الجامعة. واللي هم practically ما بروحش وبتاع بروح عشان صحابي literally. فاهم قصدي؟
I hope your professors don't watch this.
I hope they don't.
They will. هتوصل لهم. في حد مش بيحبك بصوا أهو هو ده. But yeah, no, I'm jealous. I say because like it's cool to be starting the podcast and doing all these things when you're 22. Yeah, بقول لك احنا بدأنا around 21, 22 وكنا لسه بنبدأ وبنقول يا
هادي. ما شاء الله look at you now like you're killing it.
Thank you.
لا
بس لا بس I am very hard on myself. يعني أنا بشوف الrealization اللي أنا بقول لك عليها هي إنه at 21, 22 كده بعد ما خلصت جامعة and I think you will get this feeling. Maybe not. Maybe you will. بس كان عندي إحساس I'm on top of the world. انا اتخرجت من احسن جامعه وانا كذا وكل الناس اللي هو واو انت عملت كده ازاي وعايش في امريكا وسايق عربيه وبتاع يعني فاهم الحاجه كانت حلوه. but I realized ان كل اللي انا عملته في حياتي ده بسبب امي وابويا. you know so the realization is انا basically اخدت قلم في نفسي شويه يعني I started to look back take a step back and واقول اللي هو ثانية واحدة هو انت فخور قوي بنفسك كده ليه؟ اللي هو انت عملت ايه؟ بدأت ابص لنفسي بطريقة اللي هو yeah no be proud of yourself بس انت وصلت لايه في حياتك؟ في فرق كبير قوي لما انت تشتغل وتتعب وتوصل لحاجة انا ما دفعتش الجامعة ابويا اللي دفع الجامعة. فانا بالنسبة لي لحد النهاردة اللي انا بقول انا هرجع لك فلوس الجامعة but the point is the realization هي اللي هو keep your head down. Like don't keep your head in the clouds. Stay grounded. So that realization started to come young. الحمد لله. 22 I was like إيه استنى أنت ليه بتفكر بالطريقة دي؟ مش لما تنجح وتبني حاجة وتعمل حاجة تبقى تتحرك بالطريقة دي أو تتكلم بالطريقة أو الأسلوب ده. فاهم قصدي؟ فthat's why it was totally like a realization من يوميها وأنا for the next 6 or 7 years لحد النهاردة I'm still where I say I think I've achieved 1% من اللي أنا عايز أعمله في شغلي في حياتي في coaching في content في أي حاجة. I'm very very hard on myself. عشان كده بتقولي you're killing it and I see it and I think you could say the same thing. Sometimes you feel that where you're like I'm killing it maybe like an hour here or an hour there أو في الريل دي. But I'm definitely not, fam. I'm very hard on myself. So that's why I see it like لسه بدري.
But I feel like this is part of what makes you great.
Thank you.
والله مش بهزر. And this is a huge part of what makes you who you are. ولا على حاجة تانية. It takes someone that's extremely confident in who they are and what they want to achieve and their vision to say what you just said. إن أنت بعد لما اتخرجت and you feel like you're on top of the world وأنت متخرج من أحسن جامعة معاك دنيتك everything is set and then you're like
بس من أبويا.
This isn't me. This is my parents.
Yeah.
It takes someone that's great وحد بجد واثق فهو عايز يوصل لإيه عشان يفكر بالطريقة دي ومش بس يقول like to tell like his parents لا هرجع لكم فلوس.
صح.
Yeah, you've invested in me and now it's time for me to repay you for that.
عارف ده priority يعني when you have priorities in life قبل الجواز قبل مش عارف تشتري ايه قبل.
Do you feel like that's one of them?
The number one. يعني ما ينفعش اتجوز لحد ما اخلص ده. That's where my head's at. ممكن
أسألك سؤال. Do you feel like because الحمد لله إحنا كنا اتحطينا في مكان and we were blessed to be part of families that were well off. Do you feel like that ال take أو approach بتاعك في الحتة دي is you putting yourself into a very difficult challenge because you want to prove it to yourself?
Yeah.
So?
100%. Look, it's tough because يعني أنت you're grateful يعني أنت
absolutely
very very grateful زي ما أنت قلت إنك تبقى في حاجة زي دي.
لكن ما مالش أي حاجة عشان نسهلها.
بالضبط. I'll send you a video clip. في clip شاكيل أونيل على podcast. forgot ما كان مع أنس بوخاش ولا كان مع مين بقى. He said I always tell my kids something very important. We're not rich. I'm rich.
صايع برضو
عشان هم عايزين عربيات شايف تسلا
صايع برضو.
they're gonna get a Toyota. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people in our society في البلد بيحسسوك إنه هو أنا ابن كذا وأنا but sometimes I'm just like so your family
is rich.
But what have you done? And that's a question I ask myself. I'm not saying my family is rich. I'm saying we were well off وأبويا دفع لي الجامعة بس الحاجات دي كانت بالعافية. بس I'm saying طب أنا عملت إيه لما بابايا عمل لي كل ده؟ that's a thought process شوية اللي هو لا أعمل وابني عشان تقدر تقول لما حد يسألك هو أنت ليه بتتكلم كده أو أنت ليه على أساس إيه؟ what can you back it up with؟ زي ما أنت قلت confidence is great but can you back it up بشغل؟ So I tried بقى. Now I back it up شوية. I'm still working.
You're mingling and it's amazing.
Thank you.
والله العظيم like you're dodging punches and you're throwing some and you're landing a lot.
بالظبط.
والله العظيم. طب do you feel like content allowed you to be able to do that? يعني starting off content من فترة طويلة. Do you feel like أول كام فيديو made you feel like oh okay so I'm building this. I'm building the audience بتاعي أنا مش بتاع أي حد تاني مش بتاع أهلي.
100%.
فاهم قصدي؟ Because I feel like I think I can relate to part of that of when you start building I don't want to say a name يعني فاهم قصدي بس when you start building a brand of who the brand that is you when you start building that I feel like مع الوقت انت فعلا بتبدأ تبص لها ان هو okay I'm literally building a community.
It is a brand.
Absolutely.
Everybody is a brand. أين كان 1000 follower أو مليون. We are all brands.
100%.
Yeah, to answer your question, yes, 100%. ده البراند بتاعي. This is your brand. سارة اللي جابت لك الستاربكس has a brand عشان شخصيتها when she smiled at you أو قالت لك how was you النهاردة يوسف عامل إيه أنت جيت تاني بتاع that's her brand. أنت بتقول سارة دي لذيذة. صح. فاهم؟ So everybody has a brand 100%. I try to work on mine because مش قصدي حاجة but at the end of the day it's work. يعني سبب ان احنا لسه مكملين ان money came out of it eventually. اقول لك حاجه ضحك.
قول لي.
جبنا مش عارف على يوتيوب كان في بقى monetization والchecks وبتاع. فمش فاكر كان we got monetized بعد ما خلصنا I think الفيديو اللي ضرب قوي ده بعد ما خلص 600,000 فيو او مليون فيو عملنا الفيتشر اون ففاتنا مليون فيو monetization. تمام. And the funny thing is انت كنت بتقرا الرولز بتاع المونتايزيشن كان بيقول لك 10,000 hours of watch time او مش عارف 10,000 سبسكرايبر حاجه كده. واحنا كنا قاعدين بنقول بنحسب الحسبه بتاعت اول 8 ويكس لو يا لهوي احنا عشان نوصل
ما اعرفش كام
ده احنا قدامنا 3 سنين
بالظبط.
and then boom نزلت الفيديو ده
في ليله
you're monetized. You're like ايه ده احنا جبنا ال 10,000 hours watch time امبارح بالليل. ازاي؟ when that happened we did the monetization feature. Shortly after بقى خلاص الادز شغاله. ودايما كنا بنضحك انا وعيد اللي هو خش الجامعه افتح اللايبرري الكمبيوترز كلها شغل لي اليوتيوب شانل دي على الكمبيوتر ريفرش اتفرج على كل الاعلانات. But all the money we made all time from more than 3 million views, I'd say 3 million views جابوا لنا بتاع $400.
ايه
maybe $500 maximum.
Oh fuck.
And now our channel still gets views 10,000 view في الشهر او 20,000 view في الشهر. فبيجي لنا شيك كده $7 $12
قهوه كوبايتين قهوه.
But aside from that بقى our first deal actual deal because يعني you'll learn this or you might already know this but your real money is not in Google ads ولا monetization. الفلوس بتاعت influencers او brand deals او YouTubers بتيجي من brand deals. ما بتجيش من Google ads. Google ads will take 40% or 50% وممكن يعملوا بس the bulk sum of your money will always come
people wanting
from a brand deal. They want your attention or they want your community. Our first deal was a very 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 funny deal. ومن يوميها وانا اللي بمسك negotiations. Anyone that calls عيد دلوقتي كلمه اودا. what happened was brand اسمه One Football شافوا ان احنا الفيديوهات الكوره بتجيب فيوز في كاس العالم فبعتوا لنا ايميل from the UK. Hi, we're a football app بينزلوا scores والnotifications واللاين اب وبتاع. We'd like you to talk about our brand.
زي لوكورو I think.
بالظبط
yeah okay.
Updates football updates. عايزينكم تعملوا فيديو sponsor your next 4 videos about our app. Say it's brought to you. This video is brought to you by One Football. فقلنا ايه ده في sponsor عايزنا وبتاع. بصينا على الاوفر and it said €100 4 videos. And I was like
per video ولا
لا 25 يورو في الفيديو.
اوكي.
فاربع فيديوهات ب100 يورو. فانا قلت لها انت هبل ولا انا جايب 200,000 فيو 300,000 فيو عشان تقول لي هديك 20 يورو.
خلاص
It was doing good and it was obvious that كاس العالم كان هيفضل ترند فكنا هنجيب فيوز دي تاني. And I remember that رديت عليهم قلت لهم hey this was the first brand deal ever. انا دخلت فيهم business بس انا طول حياتي businessman creator that's it. I'm business and I'm a creator.
And you're good at both. ما شاء الله.
I'm great at both.
Let's go. Nice.
I'm a coach too.
But I still want to get to that. That's all.
I'm a great coach. بس رديت عليهم I said hey Lisa ولا whoever thank you very much for your offer. We appreciate you
reaching out.
Yeah. We would love to work together. However, we don't work with brands who undervalue us. And I feel like you're coming in very low at €100. How does €1,500 sound?
Oh.
Times 15.
يا نهار اسود. Okay.
ردت عليها oh we could never lowball or undervalue. You're totally قلت لها based on our numbers نتكلمي we're expecting maybe 1 million views in our next 4 videos. So how are you calculating it at €100? I calculated it at €1,500. ردت عليها she said hey okay we can do half €750 for 3 videos. So I went من 100 يورو ل 750 يورو. عيد was like ازاي؟ and I told my dad I was like هنعمل 750 يورو. We're starting.
Wow.
anyways you have to always من day one set your value and just tell it like it is. Speak numbers. Speak value. براند ايه اللي ياخد 200,000 فيو ب 20 يورو؟ ده هم يدفعوا كام عشان يوصلوا؟ ده demographic كورة strictly. يعني انا معايا I have your target demographic. I'm gonna get you 200,000 of them. Is it not worth كذا؟ لا it's worth it.
انت عارف ان انا والله العظيم I was just talking okay انا في بدون ذكر اي اسماء بس definitely هقول لك هو مين بعد البودكاست بس شايف اقولها
say right now but bleep it out
بجد
قول وشيل cut.
so and they were like I'm not gonna beat this shit. So they reached out and they were like hey ما اعرفش ايه وبتاع this is interesting blah 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 let's do something together.
حلو.
ومش هضحك عليك
that's big.
I love the brand.
That's a big brand.
بس I don't know why وحتى احنا ما كلمناش في rate card ولا كلمنا في quotations ولا حاجة. وانا I'm very very strict في الحاجات دي. I'm very flexible in terms of like okay let's talk بس في نفس الوقت لا like زي ما انت قلت بالظبط اللي هو شغل يعني شغل. بس انا من الاول like I thought about it and then I was like okay where do I position myself? And I was like I don't really like I love the brand itself So I don't feel like I position myself there.
Really?
Oh,
That's one of the top brands.
it is. But
You mean in fashion?
in fashion, and I feel like يعني هقول لك أنا
هو ده كان ليه دعوة بالبودكاست؟
لا كان ليه دعوة البودكاست برضه عايز أقول لك على حاجة تانية بس ده on the side بس ودول I still don't want to mention them because if something happens probably هيبقى فيه بالظبط بس لا ده اللي هو أنا كيوسف. So
عايز حد غيرهم ولا مش عايز حد في الفيلد ده؟
لا definitely يعني لو في حد في الفيلد دي أتكلم بس I don't feel like I would want to be associated with them.
Really?
It's
a great brand.
It is but I'm more of like a
sports
حاجة كده.
Is Nike ولا إيه؟
I mean hopefully طبعا بس
I'm confused though.
أنا بالنسبة لي مثلا حاجة زي ماسيمو would be better because to me ماسيمو is positioned
Oh.
هارش فأنا في دماغي I'm like okay it seems like there is appeal so I would want to capitalize on that appeal to be able to get بس here's the trick فاهم اللي هو أنت طيب are you let's say you're expanding amazing you're doing great alhamdulillah when do you say okay this is a good deal and when do you not because exposure is exposure at the end of the day بس the way I see it is وانا بالعكس انا بقولك عشان باخد رايك the way I see it is
I'll give you advice.
okay انا دلوقتي البراند approached and I think it's great بس برضه في نفس الوقت طالما البراند approached I think that I could land a bigger fish and a fish that I'm more associated with I feel like I would much rather be there فاهم قصدي what do you think
بص انا عاجبني قوي I'll tell you purely business عاجبني قوي المايند سيت بتاعت where do I position myself ده سؤال مهم قوي دايما when you want a brand deal لازم يبقى البراند ده لا عليك ما ينفعش تشتغل مع اي حد وخلاص عشان ما حدش يقول ايه ده هو بيشتغل معاهم ازاي ده مش الليفل بتاعه او sometimes surprisingly هتبقى وحشه للبراند هيشتغل مع creator risky شويه او ملوش دعوه بالليفل ده والناس تقول ايه ده ازاي this creator got that brand to work with them and that's probably poor on the brand's decision because it brings down their credibility او their thing مش قصدي في مصر قصدي globally but to answer your question I think they're a top brand I'm confused like عجبني موضوع اللوكسجري اللي انت رايح له but I say you gotta start somewhere you can definitely get both and if you start there that is a huge place to start ده براند كبير قوي historically top in the world اكبر براند في امريكا في الفيلد denim or however you want to call it but I see you're saying Diesel or Massimo Dutti or Armani bleep them out if you want
لا I'm good
but all these brands
I'll probably bleep the one I said
yeah عجبني انك عايز البراندز دي ولايق عليك طبعا
I mean I hope
but maybe you have to catch their attention by showing them I got this and then be like ده حلو ده let's get him next year انت مش تمضي عقد exclusive for 10 years انت تعمل حاجه 3-month partnership 6 months a year okay so if the bigger ones Massimo Dutti ما جاش السنه دي Armani Exchange your revenue is 0 so that I think about it from multiple aspects هل
صح
وحشه مش وحشه in any sense if I see that I'll be like oh nice good deal لايق and if I see you next year with Massimo Dutti I'll be like nice he's leveling up he's getting even bigger وبعديها Hugo Boss or whatever why not يعني مش don't look at it like ايه ده انا نفس حاجه حصلت لي انا early on in my situation
do you want to say the brand ولا
no I mean it's very known actually I'll tell you it's very known
okay.
I think it's okay to share the story انا كنت على طول بقول يا جماعه نفسي ابقى مع نايكي I want to deal with Nike for 75 days I always said like I'm gonna work until I get Nike I still think it will come one day
ان شاء الله 100%
بس كنت على طول بقول نايكي eventually كنت بعمل ريسيرش كتير قوي كنت بقرا اونلاين ان نايكي only sponsors sensational athletes Premier League players LeBron James كمان مش لعيبه عاديه يعني لازم اللعيب يبقى
سنسيشنال
كريستيانو رونالدو يعني الليفل ده Adidas take the creatives تمام وكله كان بيقول مستحيل نايكي have never sponsored اي حد مش athlete like a professional athlete انت content creator Nike don't have content creators and then I spoke with ناس جوه الفيلد في مصر في coaches في industries عمرها ما هتحصل يا أودا عمرها ما هتيجي Nike don't sponsor people don't even sponsor coaches they just sponsor athletes long story short انا ابتديت احس اللي هو بص لو ربنا كاتبها مش فارقه content creator athlete الحياه بتتشقلب اصلا من سنه لسنه ممكن بكره يبقى في شيف sponsored by Nike انا عارف منين الماركتنج دايركتور جديد السنه الجايه هيبقى مزاجه ايه افرض مزاجه يوتيوب
صح
وعايز يا عم واحد he's a dog walker يبقى he's a Nike's slogan اصلا is if you're a human you have a body لا غير just do it
if you're a body you're an athlete
if you have a body you're an athlete
بالظبط فمش فارقه انت مين
so that's very controversial
وبعدين نايكي have Drake
okay
Drake isn't an athlete
بالظبط and they have artists بيعملوا جزم وبتاع صح
exactly وبيلي ايليش لسه عاملين جوردن لسه عاملين مع بيلي ايليش فاللي هو
so it's happening it's happening I think that's something important to think about and I think فقالنا احنا جالي Magma sportswear the top Egyptian brand Magma top and I didn't hesitate أصلا يعني I thought about it for a second كده or two but I was so excited عشان لقيت إن في حد brand مقدر الشغل اللي أنا عملته for 75 days no sleep almost كل يوم بأدت بشتغل ده كان وسط الجيش بأدت وبشتغل وبعمل وبنزل وبعمل and I built a community we're all supporting each other وكل يوم نشجع بعض والتمرين و self development reading books وهنشرب مية وهنعمل وهناكل صح لقيت براند قدر اللي أنا عملته and they came at me with respect and they came at me valuing me where I don't even have to negotiate and I said يلا بينا let's do this and I remember getting input from colleagues in the field إيه ده ليه ممكن يجي لك بوما ممكن يجي لك ريبوك أنا مش هعيش حياتي على ممكن
صح
and now you're at a position where it's a great brand it's Egyptian local أنا بحب أشجع المصري
صح
وإن شاء الله يا عم بعد سنة سنتين 5 معايا ريبوك معايا بوما عادي I didn't sign a lifetime deal so I did the deal
إن شاء الله بعدين أنا معاك
I don't regret it إيه إن شاء الله
بعدين أنا معاك نايكي
but that's my point يعني لازم تبدأ وما if you can hold out if the deal makes sense to you and it's leaning more towards more pros than cons then why not فاهم يعني كانت حاجة أنا فخور بيها at the end of the day I'm very proud it happened it was a great announcement we did great content together عملنا great work لمدة سنة content كل حاجة and it was a lot of fun and you learn from it بتتعلم من حاجة زي دي and then هل ده معناه إن no sports brands ever contacted me since no كلمنا مع كذا brand big European brands American global brands كلمنا خلاص we're already in talks بس حاجة finalized no but the point is like زي ما أنت بتقول if you're ready for that take it if it depends on the deliverables money
I get that I love it بس I love I think the approach اللي أنت بتقوله it makes a lot more sense like on a professional side and it also makes a lot more sense on a very practical side and I think practically أنت صح
and I was able to make a career يعني the money wasn't pennies فاللي هو I can use that money واحد بيقول لك هدفه إنه هو pay back university وعايز هو يدفع بيته بنفسه هو عايز يدفع كل حاجة
you want to finance everything
yes so hello you're finally creating content brands are coming the brand is a great brand the money is good everything makes sense هتقول لا كأنك بتقول للرزق لا يعني ربنا بعت لك رزق لا ابعت لي والنبي نايكي يا عم في ايه
صح
لما يجوا ان شاء الله you keep working
وهيجوا ان شاء الله
بس if someone respects you enough to come at you like even American Eagle to come and say and if they come to you that's different like that's good we'll talk about it more after tell me about the deliverables
I'm gonna have to deep so much بس أنا that بالنسبة لي is a perfect transition into coaching how when
ما هو ال 75 day challenge في وسط عشان اي حد مش عارف نقول لهم برضو عملت 75 day challenge كانت كل يوم بنزل فيديو هو كانت self development challenge الفكرة وراها كانت بتمرن مرتين في اليوم بشرب مش فاكر 10 كوبايات ميه في اليوم ولا 5 ازايز ميه بقرا كتاب كل يوم it was very health driven self development وبتصور كل يوم progress picture او فيديو و clean eating no drinking بس I don't ever do يعني ما فيش شرب اصلا that was easy
same nice
that was the challenge 75 days the hardest part obviously was the filming and the editing لان عادي ممكن اصحى الصبح if you give yourself 2 hours of your day انت ممكن تعمل اي حد ممكن يعمل challenge ده هي نص ساعه مثلا go for a walk 30 minutes that counts and then تمرينه في الجيم نص ساعه او ساعه
بالظبط
you're done هتشرب ميه عادي ما حدش صار منك حاجه هتقرا كتاب 10 pages
you're good
10 pages 10 minutes of your time انت في ساعتين خلصت التشالنج في اليوم and I'm a believer in the whole you can sleep 6 hours a day you don't need 8
you're an athlete برضه
yep so when you sleep 6 you have 18 hours لو ينفع تديني ساعتين تقرا كتاب وتشرب ميه وتتمرن انت خلصت التشالنج الاكشوال الصعوبه كلها كانت في التصوير الفيديوز والاديتنج والفيلمينج but to answer your question عشان انا دايما بخش في حته ثانيه
لا I love that because everything okay I love stories I love story time and you tell stories amazingly لا فبجد فانت لما بتتكلم ما مش عايزك تبطل يعني ببقى عايز اوصل لاخرها وبعد كده اللي هو لو ده التايم لاين ببقى عايز اوصل للاخر هنا وبعد كده كده هنرجع التايم لاين ونكمل فاهم قصدي
ادي لك على كل حاجه بس that was the difficulty انه بصور وكنت ببقى كل يوم يعني اول day 1 of 75 obviously ده كان اوحش فيديو
عشان اول واحد برضو وبتاع وانت مش شايف
بلوري كده وافكتس غريبه وميوزك تعبانه وصاحي اصلا متدشمل and I was at one of the lowest periods of my life
really
طبعا
psychologically
why would I want to do 75-day challenge because I need to man needs to progress
but you were doing it for you
طبعا
okay that's interesting
I had 7,000 followers لما بدأت التشالنج ده لما خلصت على انستغرام يعني لما خلصت التشالنج كنت 25 أو 30k في 75 days على انستغرام around that يعني give or take maybe 23 مش فاكر but I did it for me عشان أنا كنت حاسس اللي هو I'm a bit low وقريت tweet do you use Twitter?
I used to use Twitter but I sometimes use I double
so I saw a tweet and it said nothing has واحد creator he said nothing has ever changed my life more than the 75-day hard challenge and here's the challenge water read train I took a screenshot of it when I فاكر at the time I sent it to my girlfriend and I said فكر اعمل دي she's like yeah you should definitely do that I think it took me زي ما انت قلت impulsive I think 4 days or 5 days
فاجر
يلا بينا
فاجر
بدأت على طول الكاميرا صاحي بقى من السرير هبدأ النهارده ال 75 day hard challenge دي صعبة شوية هتمرن مرتين في اليوم هشرب مية هقرا كتاب ويلا بينا نجرب 75 يوم وبتاع المهم يعني الانرجي بتاعتي was so low and calm واللي هو متدمر يعني I was just down mentally شوية I think it took me 3 weeks مثلا around 15 to 20 days لقيت نفسي كل يوم صباح الخير النهارده يوم 12 النهارده يوم 15 النهارده يوم مش عارف كام يلا بينا هنتمرن and that nothing changed in my life I'll tell you that tweet was so right
really
so right nothing ever changed my life
to that
اكتر
extent
من ال 75 days
what impacted you the most about it
يا لهوي بص
was it the physical was it the mental was it both
it made me realize قوي انه my passion my happiness كلها lies in 2 things fitness and content creation
wow
كلها and the business of both فاهم content creation and fitness and the business of both
واللي هو literally انت بتعمله دلوقتي
yes now we started so from that I became a coach ازاي بقى day 50 كده I said guys مين عايز يتمرن معايا because people have been saying for 49 days Ouda عايز يتمرن معاك مش مصر كلها بس كان في بتاع 20 30 حد DMing me consist يلا نتمرن يلا مش عارف ايه I was like okay طب اعمل ايه
there's appeal
ف day 50 I said how did it work first I thought about ازاي هنعمل تمرينة ايه I said I need a place to get people قلت maybe هيجيلي 40 50 حد I need a place for 40 50 people قعدت ادور وكانوا بيساعدوني ادور بقول لهم جماعه انا بدور على مكان طب اودا جرب ده جرب مش عارف ايه عايز اشكر صادق هما I called a friend there and they said whatever you need هنديك الملعب الكوره و you have the space pick the time and day وعيش اعمل الايفنت براحتك الجروب سيشن دخل الناس اللي انت عايزها واعمل التمرين عادي and then I started contacting sponsors عشان قلت you know we're gonna do this right لازم نعملها صح فكلمت ليتشي جراسياس 30 نورث
فاجر
I think there's one more هيزعلوا مني قوي جراسياس ليتشي 30 نورث I will get the fourth one eventually بس اتفقت معاهم كلهم to sponsor the event and give out vouchers gifts to everybody everyone
wow
كل حد حضر اخذ at least 2 vouchers like
باشا you turned this into a campaign
ايوه
okay
ما انا بقول لك if you're gonna do it big
صح
I got free burritos for everybody free coffee from 30 North مش فاكر lychee كانوا مدين I think 50 pound voucher protein bars وحاجات كده for everyone that came got a free training session got to meet community حلو قوي كله كان بيشجع بعض
got to meet you
got to meet me
yeah
but that doesn't matter
of course it's so important عشان اوكي انا لو قعدت اتفرج عليك 50 يوم وانت في ال 50 يوم ده انا كل يوم بصحى انا اصلا مش شايف قدامي ومفشوخ بعد كده بصحى الاقي صباح الخير يا جماعه احنا النهارده يوم كذا you automatically want to be around that person because that energy is contagious.
Energy is contagious.
فلا طبعا they got to meet you and من وجهة نظري أنا متأكد 100% الناس ما جوش عشان التمرين وما جوش عشان الفاوتشرز هم جم عشانك.
الحمد لله.
And a huge plus is we got to work out, we got to get like free vouchers and free shit from other people.
الحمد لله.
بس أنت الأساس.
الحمد لله.
Which circles back to you being the brand زي ما أنت قلت بالظبط.
Yeah.
So that around day 50.
That was around 51. And the funny thing is عملت الاناونسمنت بعد ما جبت الاجريمنت وعملت كل حاجه. I did an announcement video on day 51. I said do you want to train. كان كل يوم في تايتل وثامبنيل وسبتايتل. انا بركز في كل حاجه. So it said do you want to train with me في التايتل حاجه كده. والفيديو كله كان صباح الخير النهارده يوم 50 ولا يوم 47 on day كذا كمان 5 ايام next Saturday حجزت ملعب وهنتمرن مع بعض. all you have to do is put your email here وهبعت لكم كل الديتيلز. I posted that video وما جاليش ايميل واحد for like I'd say 20-30 minutes. I was like ولا comment ولا DM nobody and I was like طب انا هخش انام.
not nice.
دخلت انام بجد. I was a little bit sad. I was like that's weird. I'm confused. الناس ممكن busy بس انا داخل انام. It was 6 p.m. دخلت انام صحيت بعد ساعة مثلا لقيت بقى a flood of emails جاية في ال DMs في comments. We got 250 or 300 emails.
Wow.
Confirmed كانوا 200 ويوميها في الآخر قسمناهم على 2 groups طبعا لأن مش طبيعي. قسمناهم على 2 groups. كان وقت it was Christmas Day December 25th.
ما تهرجش.
الناس
already مشغولة.
It's a fun time.
And they showed up.
Friday 120 people. 120 جم من الساعة 11 ل 12 أو من 10 ل 12 حاجة كده الصبح.
انت عارف يعني 120 شخص؟ عارف يعني 120 بني آدم؟
And I never coached before.
ده كتير موت. ده كتير قوي يعني. لا 120 انت عارف ان on average انت اكبر جروب سيشن بتتعمل من اكبر حد في الاندستري ما بيجيش 120 واحد. That's crazy numbers.
الحمد لله.
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله amazing work.
It was a little bit nerve-wracking يوميها عشان I was setting up خلي بالك كل ده one man team. one man team. ما فيش assistant.
وانت اللي هتاخد الكونتنت وانت اللي هتكوتش وانت اللي
Nothing. I did have my friend Gindi who came with his drone. شكرا يا Gindi. وصور الموضوع بhis drone and some of my friends came to support. But I remember the point is.
بس انت اللي شايل الليلة.
طبعا. And one of the important things كمان is في ال 200 ايميل دول I didn't get emails from anyone I knew. And I always remember that. Cause بتفكر اللي هو
ممكن سامح يبعت لي ايميل يقول لي
يا بالظبط. سامح في امريكا. سامح كان في مصر كان جه. But no, I did have a few friends, like I'd say 5 or 6 friends came that day, and I'm always appreciative and grateful for them. بس لما انت يبقى عندك community المفروض حواليك 30-40 people who you know should be there for you. بس 5 of the 40 and they didn't put their emails because they didn't have to. الخمسة اللي جم because I told them جماعة أنا هعمل كذا. they were like احنا هنجيلك. فدول اللي هو your main group and you know you can count them on one hand. هو الجروب بتاعك ده. بعيد عن ده حسيت اللي هو nobody من 200 اسم nobody not one name حد مثلا a friend from high school حد من حدش. And that's why I'm telling you ما ينفعش تعتمد على family and friends. They're great. But I'm a firm believer في حاجة مهمة قوي. People struggle to see you شوية. Everybody wants to see you succeed. بس في ناس كتير and it's normal human nature to kind of feel a little bit down لو انت عدتهم أو لو انت you reach a level that they want to reach. I'm not saying ان انا عديت قوي. We might have to cut this part out. بس مش عايز اقولها بطريقة وحشة.
بس انت صح.
But I'm saying is like it's tough sometimes to see people around you go on to somewhere else.
Of course. Especially انتوا الاثنين بادئين على نفس البلاتفورم او especially انتوا الاثنين بادئين بنفس الجول in mind.
But the point is that event happened and then I realized that day طبعا it was an amazing day. We did mostly body weight في الملعب عادي jumping jacks, burpees, high knees, push-ups.
بالظبط.
Yeah. And I did have a few helpers اليوم ده عيد وكريمان. There was like 4 or 5 people going around helping everyone out and most of the people that came can do jumping jacks. يعني it wasn't a crazy deadlifts ولا أي حاجة.
You're gonna scale it down.
There was no weights. There was no weights.
كلها body weight.
Yeah. So it was very safe.
What was the highlight of that day? What يعني at what moment where you were looking around and you were like holy shit like this is.
بص لما لقيت أنا قلت لهم warm up we're gonna run. When I found 100 people running أو 70 حد بيجري كده I was like
هبل.
إيه العدد ده؟ I was a bit shocked and I never took it in fully اليوم ده لحد ما شفت الفيديوز and after I was like what just happened? It all flew يعني ساعتين عدوا في
You couldn't process it.
Yeah and I was coaching the whole time actually. كنت ساعات بقول عيد او حد you do the count and I realized متاخر قوي اللي هو كنت المفروض تتقل كده دقيقه take it all in breathe and watch it because that was special. عمري ما هنسى اليوم ده. ف that day pushed me طبعا into coaching and it was totally just like after I remember asking my sister اخواتي جم واختي فيروز you know فيروز she's a nutritionist so فيروز بقى قالت لي احمد انت متوقع كم حد هيجي لك خلي بالك لو الايفنت ده هتعمله وبتاع
لازم تعمله.
قلت لها ممكن يجي لي 200 300 she was like ايه يا ابني الهبل ده انا شفت ناس كتير قوي انفلونسرز عندهم فولورز اكتر منك بكتير. انا كان عندي بتاع 15 18 الف فولور
which is a lot by the way بس I feel like احنا بس دلوقتي we're flooded by الرقم الكبير اللي هو مليون 2 مليون 3 مليون يعني 15000 ده رقم مجنون.
هو رقم كبير.
15,000 people you can't fit 15,000 people in like a
you can't
you can't you literally can't في ملعب كوره مش هيكفوا.
هي الارجيومنت كانت احمد خلي بالك الناس دول بيتفرجوا عليك اونلاين بس مش شرط ينزلوا من بيتهم يوم كريسمس يركبوا العربيه ويجوا لك
which is a valid argument.
valid said انا شفت كذا
but boy was she wrong
وكذا وشفت she was like انا شفت دي وده عنده 100,000 ودي عندها 80,000 ودي عندها 200,000 when they do their event بيجي لهم 10 بيجي لهم 15 فما تحطش high expectations قوي. I was like ماشي فيروز. المهم اليوم ده فيروز جت
because she was looking out for you
and I said on stage قلت لهم جماعه فيروز كانت مكتوب she was trying to hide she was like لا انا ما قلتش والله. I remember that pushed me into coaching and one of the biggest regrets I have or the biggest mistakes was انه الناس بتوع اسكندريه كانوا عايزين event والناس بتوع اسكندريه كانوا متحمسين قوي وحاسين ان هم اكتر بكتير من القاهره. وكنت بعمل بولز ساعتها انستغرام بولز زي طب ماشي هنعمل عشان قعدوا يقولوا لي طب ليه ما عملتش تجمع عشان عملناه في الشيخ زايد ليه ما عملتش تجمع ليه ما عملتش اسكندريه. فقلت طيب ماشي كم حد هيجي لو في اسكندريه and please only vote لو بجد يا جماعه محتاجين ارقام صح عشان نحجز مكان صح. I remember that day جالي 2000 فوت على confirmed I will be there و2000 فوت على probably I might be there. I was like 4,000 حد احنا محتاجين منهم 500 بس. انا كان التارجت بتاعي 500.
That's a crazy number.
I have the screenshot 4,000 people وقول حتى نصهم بيهبلوا وبيدوسوا الزرار وخلاص يعني 2000. and I remember the issue مع اسكندريه كانت هو they were amazing يعني جالي hundreds of DMs من اسكندريه اودا تعالى انت بس واحنا هنوري فيروز هنجيب لك 500 حد احنا and it was crazy and at the time I كنت لسه في الجيش and I could never sort it out. عمري ما عرفت الاقي مكان واظبطها in time. I said خلاص we'll do it someday and I still want to do it but we never did do it and I'm convinced ان هم كانوا هيبقوا 500 او 400 so
بس ممكن اقول لك على حاجه like I just want to reflect on this very quickly. That's the difference يعني انا فاكر لما اختك كانت بتقول ان في ناس عندهم 100,000 follower بيعملوا حاجات زي كده وفي الاخر the people that show up are 10 or 15 people. I don't mean to shame or to like talk shit about the people that have 100,000 followers because you could have 10,000 followers or 10 followers and you could be doing great and you could have 1 million and you can be doing great. ففي الأول في الآخر that's very subjective. But I feel like the content that you're making was changing people's lives. وهي دي اللقطة كلها فيه انت اللي انت بتعمله ده فعلا بيأثر في حد ولا لا عشان انت أثرت في كم ناس. فحتى لو انت كان عندك 15,000 which is relatively مقارنة بالأرقام المجنونة اللي احنا بنشوفها مش كتير. 15,000 دول منهم ناس لا هو they don't follow you, they want to be like you, they want to be around you, they want to learn from you. عشان كده أنا مقتنع جدا إن you being okay I hate the word influencer but I feel like if I am going to use the word influencer it would be perfectly fit to you because you do influence people. أنت you change how people view certain things. حلو وحش دي like this completely different conversation but that's why I feel like if you do focus just on having followers I think that's a really bad route to take.
That's the worst.
It's the fucking worst. It's the worst because when you lose a follower at a day and when you gain a follower at a visit it's so turbulent. It's such a turbulent time. But if you actually focus on providing value and wanting the other person to feel like they've gotten value حتى لو انت بتطلع تعمل ريفيوز افلام او حتى لو انت بتطلع تعمل ريفيوز ماتشات في حد قاعد متضايق يوم قاعد يتفرج على ريفيو ماتش oh okay this was good like this was a good time.
Thank you. That's
genuine.
دي اهم حاجه. Like if you take away anything from this just know that الفكره ورا content creation and ورا why you do this podcast and ورا why I did the vlog is the same thing. ان انت عايز حد يكون بيتفرج حتى لو one person from this episode has a better day تمام job done job finished. مش فارقه بقى 100,000 200
مش فارقه خالص.
someone was able to be like ايه ده اليوم النهارده كان اوحش يوم السنه دي واتفرج وضحك and he was like ايه ده لذيذ طب انا هنزل اتمرن او طب انا هروح اتفرج على الفيلم
بالظبط
that's it That's it. هذه الهايلايت.
What I find crazy is people. Okay, انت عارف لما انت you mentioned كيسي نايستات انا كنت بقعد وانا متاكد ان انت كنت بتقعد بتاكل وانت بتتفرج على كيسي نايستات. انت هلش ان في
ناس I still do.
ايوه
امبارح
انت هلش ان انت في ناس بيعملوا كده مع الكونتنت بتاعك.
I can never think of that. عمري ما بعرف افكر في
That's insane. That's mental. ان انت في ناس بيحضروا الاكل في حد بيروح يحضر اكله مخصوص ويقعد ومش هياكل لحد لما يشغل الفيديو. انت متخيل الهبل؟ انت متخيل؟ So it's crazy. سبحان الله الدنيا كده. It's not like this. It's not as quick as it's not instant at all. And it takes a lot of work. You've been doing it for years. بس it does happen. فزي بالظبط انت كنت بتتكلم اللي هو انت متاكد 100% ان نايكي جايه. والله العظيم انا I have so much faith in what you're والله manifesting. لا انا عارف ان نايكي جايه. انا عارف والله العظيم مش بهزر.
هكلمك
باجي لما تيجي هطلب منك تيشيرت انت فاهم غلط. والله العظيم
بس التيشيرت
والله التيشيرت بس maybe a pair of Jordans بس. ايوه بس بجد when it comes فهي I just feel like بالظبط زي ما
لا I appreciate your belief in me.
Genuinely.
I think زي ما انت قلت يعني you're pressuring me. I'm like damn not gonna work. I gotta get Nike. But I appreciate it big time. It does mean a lot. And يا رب يعني
of course.
But you aim for the moon and you aim for the stars.
Exactly.
There's no other way to live. لازم تعيش بالطريقة دي.
I agree. It takes a lot of courage to do that though. It takes a lot of you know what I'm gonna bet on myself too.
بس حاجة مهمة قوي تفكر فيها عشان الناس دايما عايزين يبدأوا content أو عايزين يبدأوا podcast عايزين يبدأ channel عايز يفتح مطعم بيخافوا. obviously the only reason people don't do something is they fear people's judgment. تمام 50 years from now انت هتبقى 70 سنة قاعد بتموت خلاص الحياة بتخلص تمام مش هتبقى فاضي تفكر انا ما عملتش بقى البيزنس او الشانل او كذا عشان يوسف وسارة وسلمى كانوا يضحكوا عليا.
صح.
end of the day man you came into this world alone. انت هتمشي لوحدك. الحياة دي هتعيشها. just do your thing يعني whatever it is بقى whatever it is ليها دعوة content أو برا content just do it. do the thing وما تفكرش. if you live a life fearing what other people think it's their life it's not your life right. so لازم تمشي مع نفسك كده.
صح فشخ.
you gotta stay there بس and that's why I'm saying like I feel the vibe here. it's a vibe.
I appreciate it. do you feel like you deciding to take that led you into coaching?
Yeah, it did. So when we did the event اليوم ده خلص والناس طبعا بعديها اتصورنا مع بعض ويعني كان احلى يوم. I'm always very proud واهلي فخورين بيا قوي وبابايا عايش بره.
انا فخور بيك بجد. لا والله العظيم يعني والله me hearing about it is just.
وبعتنا الفيديو لبابايا. دايما ببعت الحاجات دي لبابايا لانه
it's very cute.
the reason is to make him proud يعني. فبعت له فيديو قال لي الناس دي كلها جت عشانك. بجد انت مش مدرب اصلا.
بينكشك برضه.
he's like لا ما شاء الله فخور بيك وبتاع. ف it made me very happy. But everyone asked, they were like طب هنعمل ده تاني امتى? I was like they want to do it again. Obviously they want to do it again. Free food, free training, fun day.
Yeah.
It was amazing. قلت لهم we'll try to set up يوم تاني ونعملها. But I realized that wasn't the right step. The right step was to get a certification, get into the field of coaching, like do it right. بس
after that day it sparked.
يوميها خلاص I was like طب انا هكلم مين to coach. بس I talked to Be Fit و Elevate.
Yeah.
قعدت مع هاشم. بهاء هاشم.
Yeah.
بهاء is amazing.
بهاء is amazing. I've been wanting بهاء on the podcast for so long بس بهاء has such a tough schedule.
انا فاهم.
هو راجل يعني الصراحة وهو ب100 راجل يعني هو بيعمل كم حاجات هو شايل الصراحة. لا
he's amazing.
I love him.
It's great.
His energy is amazing.
قعدت معاه وقعدت مع يدو شربيني في Elevate.
Yeah. بس أقولك على تعرفين we did an hour in 10 minutes.
We did an hour 10. هتوقف؟
كده لا انا براحتي. يعني انا براحتي خالص.
مش حاسس ان
انا براحتك احنا مع بعض.
حاسس ان بقى لنا نص ساعه ربع.
time flies. بس اقولك على that's when I know when it's a good podcast. Like when you just get into the groove وتيجي كده that's when I know.
لا I appreciate conversations يعني بحب لما اسيب التليفون اسيب كل حاجه and just talk with a person. قليل لما بنعمل كده because usually you're on your phone, emails, work, calls. So it's very cool. Sit down نتكلم مع بعض شويه.
I love بس اقولك على حاجه what I've been feeling الصراحه is I love connecting with people that I admire or that inspire me. والله العظيم.
Right back at you bro.
والله بجد والله genuinely. يعني I mean this with all my heart. عشان
thank you.
The reason behind the podcast is it's an excuse to talk to interesting people. It's literally that. ف والله because I feel like لو احنا الاتنين ما نعرفش بعض قوي and I'm like yo let's grab coffee it would be cute but it would also be sus فاهم قصدي؟ بحس ان هو yo let's
we are grabbing coffee that's why you got me coffee
اللي هو like yo let's have a conversation and grab coffee I feel like ساعتها it has always been that and the palette just keeps getting bigger فاهم قصدي and there are so many والله العظيم دي حاجه انا فخور فشخ بيها عامه المجتمع دلوقتي في كم من ناس بيعملوا حاجات فجأة بجد كم من ناس بيعملوا حاجات
في مصر يا لهوي
بجد
في كل الفيلدز في الاكل في التريننج في الفاشن في البيوتي مش سايبين حاجه ما شاء الله we are creative وبعدين لازم احنا 110 مليون لازم يطلع مننا شويه كونتنت حلو يعني
فاهم قصدي بس بجد اللي بيعمل كونتنت اللي بيعمل حاجات بقى سيلف امبروفمنت اللي بيعمل حاجات عن الكتب اللي بيعمل فتنس اللي بيعمل
صح and you sat down with very interesting people كلهم they have a story they have a journey they have a
and I'm so grateful for every single one of them including you because you gave me that opportunity like أنا بالنسبة لي يعني
خالص you gave me the opportunity you told me to come والله you told me to be here
أيوة بس you get to me asking about it and you giving me that opportunity you allowing it to happen that to me means the world يعني هقولك على حاجة والله العظيم والله وحياة ديني لو الابيسود دي for any reason اتمسحت أنا مبسوط like I'd ask you to record another one for sure
I will
بس أنا مستريح like
I respect that a lot I admire that because
to me
it
the
shows
connection
that
just it's ultimately more important
thank you and I admire that you have that passion towards it and المهم إن إحنا قعدنا مع بعض so that's why I'm here to talk with you aside from this
والله I appreciate you a lot like genuinely
thank you
أنت دلوقتي moving forward what do you feel like you want to be doing like what do you want
let me finish the coaching
yeah
okay so Elevate I coached there for 6 or 7 months خلصت certification and it was a good period تعلمت حاجات كتير قوي
شايف conditioning ولا are you like specifying حاجة معينة
personal trainer certified PT ISSA
okay
so I did that التيم هناك كان رهيب اللي هو extreme development weekly coaches development because عيد شربيني were very strict بالstandards which I always respected from day one لحد آخر يوم قلت لهم الكلام ده قلت لهم انتوا عندكم standards عالية قوي which I respect
they're incredible coaches
and it was a lot of learning shadowing I didn't even coach really لحد آخر maybe month
okay
I think I spent 5 months shadowing until لحد ما اللي هو كنت أشد في شعري أنا we did have talks we had a lot of talks where I'd go in and be like okay when can I coach
بالظبط
and it was always like take your time ما تستعجلش كلام كتير and I respected it because I don't own the place فمش بمزاجي أقول إن أنا هكوتش النهاردة يبقى هكوتش and I would say trust in the process تمام وبتاع be patient okay ف eventually though it was a few things I think it was my hunger or my ambition and growing impatient اللي هو I would kind of say it straight up like I already coached I coached a big session فأنا فاهم it's different I meet and train and being in the fitness industry and taking care of people's bodies and their heart rate وكل الكلام ده you're controlling people's lives تمام ف I respect it but eventually I grew very very like hungry and ambitious and I said time to take a risk and start my boot camp and التفكير كله كان الstructure بتاع Elevate is a great structure they take great care of their athletes amazing facility كل حاجة حلوة قوي but for me I didn't want to wait another year and 2 and 3 عشان أبني الحتة دي في حياتي I wanted to coach today and I wanted to coach immediately and that's what I said and there was a great understanding يعني everything was on good terms وبتاع I just said like I'm gonna go take a new challenge where it was very respectful كان عيد قال لي في الآخر وهو شربيني قال لي okay we wish you the best of luck وأعمل ده we understand you're more than welcome to come back anytime so I was always grateful for it شكرتهم I said that means a lot to me to know that I can always come back بس and then I had to take the risk though عشان يعني that's how I'm wired يعني ما ينفعش أكمل يوم كمان لو أنا حاسس because you know they say like what if you leave too soon what if you leave too late
صح
يعني whatever maybe 6 months is quick it's a quick decision مش هكدب يعني no one goes in 6 months and says like let's go but I'm like that عشان كنت حاسس اللي هو لا هو حياتي انا حر افرض انا مش موجود السنه الجايه اصلا افرض انا مش هنا بعد سنتين انا عايز اجرب الريسك ده and I took that risk and there was a little bit of doubt اللي هو I could sense like a little bit of doubt اللي هو can this guy really go out and coach people and start telling الناس هتجيله I'm not saying from them I'm just saying
in general
of course yeah it's normal يعني بس ف I went out and started boot camp في صادق في warehouse في Alegria Ouda's bootcamp, and I announced it. And I also remember this, like, this is life. I also remember announcing it. Pictures, explanations, programs. معايا coach Becky ومعايا coach Netani ومعايا coach Kazam in the UK. And we're doing this thing at Alegria في صادق. And I posted the announcement. I'm waiting for people to sign up. مين هيشترك? How many people can I get? Who's down? I remember like a day passed, no sign-ups. 2 days. البوotcamp هيبدأ كمان أسبوع. And we did it like an 8-week camp, transformation camp. And we said training is going to start in 10 days or 7 days. Day 1, no one signed up. Day 2, no one signed up. Day 3, لسه مخلص أنا تمرين في الجيم عادي. And I'm like getting my bag. لقيت ولد وبنت جم. And they're like, hi, احنا جايين sign up for Ouda's bootcamp. I was like, like what? I mean, they're like, yeah. I was shocked. I was like, بجد?
You're like, really?
والله.
This is one part of this?
والله, I was shocked. I was like, no way. Really? They're like, yeah, here's the money. And I was like, smoke away. Wow. And I remember it's Jannah and Harun, my first ever athletes that actually signed up and came
Shout
through.
out to them.
They're twins and they're like 17 or 18 now.
Shout
out to Jannah and Harun.
Shout out to them.
And that made my day. I told my mom and dad, I texted them on the family chat. I was like, I got someone to sign up. They're like, كم حد? I was like, 2. But they signed up, and that was crazy to me because I was like, okay, cool. So people are coming. And then by the time we started, we had like 25, 30 athletes signed up for the 8-week camp. وبيشتروها كpackage يعني. And then by the end of that so we did it the first week, and we also did an opening soft launch day. And that soft launch day, like 60 people came to train. فمنهم هم 25, 30 had signed up to buy the 8-week package. And then within that week, a lot of those people بدأوا يجيبوا صحابهم. Because they were like, the energy is amazing. It's crazy what's going on over there for تمرين وبتاع. And by the end of that week, I think we were like 50 sign-ups. And it was intense. It was the most intense 8 weeks في حياتي.
Really?
And I was coaching day and night. 8 a.m. session. كان بيجي في دي, the more grown-ups, they have work وبتاع, 15 to 20 people come. And then بالليل بقى كان ممكن يبقوا 30.
هبل بقى بالليل أكيد.
كان ممكن يبقوا minimum 20-25 بس some days it would be 45 people.
Wow.
And I had an assistant with me and then coach Becky. So we'd be like 3 coaches. And
45 ده رقم كبير قوي.
Yeah, it was intense. فكنا نخش في الملعب بقى, everybody had their weights and we did it circuits system set up تمام. And it was an amazing 8 weeks. يعني كان crazy. It was crazy to witness everything, and it was very special. It was good 8 weeks. But then that's what it paid off. عشان كده بقول لك لما مشيت, it was a risk, but I think it would have been a bigger risk to stay.
So. And you took that bet?
Yeah, I always bet on myself. Yeah. I always will. Like, no problem. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for like a challenge. I'm here for a bet. I'm here to prove the doubters wrong. And I think that's how I'll continue to live life, you know. فالحمدلله دي كانت بالنسبة لي برضو probably the proudest thing, my accomplishment. ومن ساعتها we did season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just finished 5 today.
Ooh,
yeah.
جامد موت.
Yeah, إن شاء الله هنعمل season 6, a 4-week camp كده نبدأ in a week or 2. We'll take a week break and then نبدأ تاني. But you learn a lot. I won't lie. يعني لو كنت قعدت في Elevate شوية كمان, it would have given me even more knowledge and expertise. How do you keep 50 athletes happy?
So.
How do you maintain the level of training? How do you change the programs? ازاي تخلي بالك من كل الناس؟ ازاي تخلي الناس مبسوطة؟ ازاي؟ حاجات كتير قوي. You see it in your job every day, probably when you go coach.
But I feel like you taking that bet is very, very similar to the bet that you took في الأول, اللي هو you were also self-taught في الأول. وانت بتعمل content. انت اللي تعلمت ازاي تedit, انت اللي تعلمت ازاي to maintain الانرجي, انت اللي especially كمان في 75 day challenge. فاللي هو I feel like that's always been a trend in your life, like a pattern زي ما انت كنت بتقول في الأول, 6-6-6.
Yeah, and then when you get doubted, that's one of the biggest drives. يعني
I was just about to ask you about that.
It drives me like nothing else.
What's your fuel like?
It's a lot of يعني I love it. لما فيروز قالت لا مش هتجيب
بنزين.
I'm like طب
بنزين.
طب استني عليا.
تعالي بقى.
You can't coach. You're not ready to coach yet. All right, let's see. يعني you're not going to create content. You're not going to get subscribers. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. I live for it. يعني by all means, you're not going to jump 18 plates. Okay. Let's see it. No, it's one of the biggest drivers. Like I love it. بموت لما حد يقول اللي هو مش تعرف. On the spot we've done challenges. يعني في الجيم I try to jump on the highest bar, one hand grab and just hold. Or they're like, no, Malak knows this, my friend. She said, لا يا Ouda, انت قصير قوي. مش تعرف. I stayed there for 30 minutes trying to get that jump, and I was like, film, صوروا يا جماعة دلوقتي. and we did that thing and I got that thing after like 10 tries. I was like, oh يا مالك you asshole. She's like, مش مصدقة نفسي بجد, you're so competitive. But,
and they always manage to turn it around. You're like, oh my god, you're so competitive. God damn it. I literally just did the thing you told
said
me
I can't do.
Exactly.
No, I love it. And I don't know.
Do you feel like that's sustainable? Like how ferocious you are about it? Because I think like this amount of energy is amazing. But my question would be, are you able to sustain this long term? While do you have another source of fuel? Because I feel like you do. Well, I don't.
No, my source of fuel is حاجة واحدة بس. and you know it very well. أنت كاتبها في الواتساب. Gratitude. يعني it's gratitude. يعني بص, ربنا اداك دلوقتي so ربنا اداك الباور, ربنا اداك صحة, واداك سرير تنام فيه, ومعك أكل, you're nutritious, you're healthy, you're good physically and mentally. If you're somewhat good mentally and you have physical power, حرام عليك ما تاخدش ده وتفهم تطلع السما بيه. I think that's my fuel. And when I'm running, especially, you go on runs? Yes. You ever go on long runs?
Yes.
You ever start thinking with yourself kind of mentally like, let's go. Let's keep going 40 minutes in.
When you get, there's this flow that you get.
There's this high.
Yeah, the high.
Once you get there, you start talking to yourself and you're just like, no one can outwork me. And no one's more dedicated. Who's running like this? Who's doing this? You get going. And then I always remember like, well, God gave you the strength. So use it.
I love that.
والله.
I love that.
دي أهم حاجة. That's my drive. It's kind of like, have you ever been injured?
يعني حاجة بسيطة.
حاجة بسيطة?
Yeah.
How long?
شهرين.
Yeah. No training ولا حاجة بس no training.
Yeah.
You miss training?
I do.
Yeah. When you took the 2 months off.
I did. Yeah. ولما بتصاب I really do.
And then حسيت اللي هو إيه ده, لا ده أنا I need to appreciate it more. You know when something is taken away from you. فأنا جات لي الإصابات دي كلها. جات لي a broken wrist, جات لي a broken fifth metatarsal في رجلي, ما ينفعش أعمل حاجة. جات لي an L5 back squat, حوار كده, no walking for, I think I didn't walk for 3 days, 2 days.
كان bulge ولا كان إيه?
It was he said your L5 moved. That was the X-ray. يعني he said it moved, but I think it was a miracle what happened. عملت back squats تقيلة قوي أتقل من وزني, I think 1.5 أو حاجة, and it was my first time ever back squatting. أنا خلي بالك الجيم بتاعي my whole life was gym machines بس.
Okay.
لما جيت مصر
بقى في free weights
قعدت بقى كذا سنة بقى في الفانكشنال والكروسفيت والفري ويتس وكل ده. I never did back squats. I was an idiot. يعني ما بيبقاش عندك النولج دي when you're younger. Kind of. Oh, you do. You're good. بس أنا
بس I had to learn the hard way برضه.
Yeah. بس up till 21, 22, never really cared about lower body. I just do the leg press, maybe some extensions, some curls. بس back squats والكلام ده, deadlifts.
Hell no.
Never got into that until like من سنتين. On my first day of back squats كان معانا تاني. This is big dude من the UK.
Jacked, yeah.
يا ابني هو وزنه 120 كيلو. وحجمه 190 سنتي مثلا. He's massive. كان بيلعب professional rugby. And he was like, bro, back squats time, leg day bro, let's go, time to get your legs big. كلام كده بالظبط. I was like, يا عم صباح الفل ايه ده. He's like, you're training with me today. I was like, تمام. طبعا عمري هنسى اليوم ده. Back squats, حط plates بالهبل. عمال يحط, ما فيش مكان for plates. Like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, how much do you weigh? I was like, 70 kilos. He's like, all right.
We're doing 120.
Yeah, he's like, you do. I'm 68. He's like, okay, we can go up to like 95 kilos or 100 kilos. I was like, ازاي يا عم, عمري ما عملت back squats. عملنا 5 sets of 5. هو كان واقف ورايا طبعا spotting me.
You were doing strength training. You were doing like proper strength training.
أيوة.
وأول مرة تعمل
back squats.
honey.
Never did back squats. Maybe I did them. I did squats. Never did back squats. Did just free squats, no weights. my back somehow مش عارف ازاي, بس كنت بطلع بالويت عادي. عملنا الريبس وخلصنا. دخلت بقى, روحت البيت انام. جاي اقوم من السرير, مش بقوم من السرير. فماشي بقى طول اليوم. I'm just like كده. And then I was like, what the fuck happened to my back? روحت عملت X-ray. قال لي ال5 بتاعتك راحت كده سنة واركن على جنب بقى. ما
ايه ده بقى, ما تتحركش,
ما فيش تمرين for a few weeks وفيزيوثيرابي. عملت الكلام ده. So خفت طبعا من باك سكوات شوية. والفيزيو قعد يقول لي لا ما تخافش والدنيا هتبقى تمام وبتاع. Got back into it a couple months later. يعني بدأت أتمرن على طول after 10 days I was training. بس upper body و running وبتاع عادي. No back pressure. No lifting. كده. So رجعت أتمرن تاني with a friend. She said, let's go train at LA7. I was like, let's go. And this friend of mine, Farida, she always مصممة تعمل بس leg day. You know girls.
Yeah.
You know guys do upper body, girls do lower body. That's good. Like yeah, Farida, what are we doing today? Every day all you do is leg day. Farida بقى لا طبعا بس هنبدأ بback squats. Like
I just want to work my glutes for a bit.
Yep. I was like that's new. We never do that. And she's like okay. فلقيتها هي كانت بدأت أصلا. I just got there late. She had a weight on and I was kind of just like أكيد Farida can do it. I can do it too يعني عادي. She had a plate and a plate. I think بس اتلخبطت في عليه 7. I don't know those plates عشان my gym has different plates.
طلعوا كيجيز
احنا pounds هما كيجيز.
fuck.
هما الويت ساعتهم صغيرة بس تقيلة قوي. احنا ويتس كبيرة بس خفيفة. Rubber plates. Bumper plates.
Bumper yeah.
I was like whatever the fuck this is I can do it. She just did like 10 reps.
Whatever the fuck.
She just did 10 reps قدامي. I'm like okay we can do it. خدت الويت. حطيته على ظهري.
I was like fuck. اول طلعه دي تبقى
لا انا نزلت وما طلعتش
ما اتحركش
انا ما طلعتش تاني وكنت حاطط سماعات سامع ميوزك وبعيدا عن الميوزك انا سمعت حاجه في ظهري just like كده انا حاولت اطلع عند الحاجه الغبيه اللي عملتها ان انا طلعت هي جت شافتني بعمل كده and she was like ايه and then we lifted the bar put it back حطينا البار she's like you okay I was like yeah I'm good
yeah I'm good
سيبيني بس نزلت على الارض ونمت على بطني انا مش عارف paralyzed والله يعني miracle انا نمت كده she was like ايه اللي حصل I was like مش عارف اديني a minute or two and then I told her she's like I'm gonna go get الدكتور راحت جابت الدكتور قالوا لها استني بس 3 ساعة ولا مش عارف ايه بيخلص سيشن ركنت على جنب قعدت اتمرن كده ما اتمرنش اصلا قعدت نايم على الارض مع نفسي كده she's like are you okay I was like مش عارف I'm not sure I had something في ال L5 because she's like okay ان شاء الله خير المهم بعديها we went to do the x-ray again and they told me انت اتحركت شويه عن اللي قبل كده even though it was beginning to recover but this time you were like maybe a little bit away from being slightly paralyzed and then they were
it
like
was gonna pinch on a nerve
so they were like بص بقى انت مش هتتمرن ما تطلعش سلم ما تتمشاش ما تجريش ما تلعبش بطن ما تلعبش الابر بودي ما تشيلش ويت ما تشيلش حاجه اركن بقى ف that period was so sad كنت انا اللي هو يعني كنت لسه راجع التمرين ف that makes you appreciate it so much more when you have that health بتقعد تقول طب انا لما ابقى كويس ان شاء الله يعني I'm never gonna يعني waste time and obviously you do end up wasting some time here and there but the point is الاصابات دي هي اللي خلتني انت بتقول what drives you بتاع
gratitude
you gotta remember يعني what it means to wake up and you can breathe عادي you can talk you can smell you can see رجليك مش بتوجعك ايدك تمام your brain is good you're functioning that is huge that is a big blessing واحد ناس عادي اللي هو ايه يا عم الجو برد ولا الجو حر ولا ما فيش كوفي النهارده
we
complain about small ass things so
I love that well there's something that I want to reflect about برضو انت كنت قلتها when you're running and you get into that runner's high and you're flowing انت بتبدأ تتكلم مع نفسك like no one can
a lot of talk
outwork
all day
you start trash talking to yourself
a little bit
because I do that as well أنا وانا في الجيم okay so I work out أنا بتمرن يومين في الأسبوع pure strength just 100% pure strength
يومين في الأسبوع
أنا just focus on key lifts فأنا
تمرن السيشن قد إيه ساعة ونص
تبقى مثلا لا I'd say like 45 minutes it's a short
that's
session.
it you train twice a week 45 minutes
بس أقولك على حاجة برضه أنا لما بشم الأكل بدخن فاهم قصدي؟ ليتي انا ممكن اشم الاكل تلاقيني دخلت ولما بشم الجيم I buff up like crazy.
في ناس كده jeans damn those are good jeans.
I have no problem bulking up but I like an extremely hard time cutting down. Like when I try to lean down I like it's physically abusive to me. فاهم قصدي؟
Okay.
But because I realized kind of early on I know that genetically I'm more prone to building muscle فأنا بقيت خلاص like my approach to the gym is very very different. I do pure strength and the more strength I gain the more muscle I automatically put on. But مثلا I focus on shoulder presses, I focus on bench press, I focus like incline bench press, I focus on very very heavy weighted dips, very very heavy weighted chin-ups اللي هو حاجات معينة. وحياة ديني every single time I'm in the gym يعني أنا هتمرن بكرة السبت أنا هتمرن بكرة وبكرة عندي very very heavy shoulder presses and very heavy weighted chin-ups. أنا في playlist that I have اسمها greatness أنا like I'll share it to you.
share that.
أقسم بالله يا ابني أنا بخش البلاylist دي بشغلها بالترتيب. I don't shuffle that shit. أنا بشغلها بالترتيب because I know إن every single song والله العظيم اللحظة اللي الأغنية الأولانية بتخلص الأغنية التانية picks it up وبعد كده التالتة picks it up. فاهم قصدي؟
لا هاتوا
لا بجد لا أصلا عايز أوريها لك انا the playlist gets so intense ان انا وانا داخل انا في الجيم وحياة ديني ببقى حاطط مثلا like I have my AirPods on و I get so intense.
ايوه
يا ابني اللي بجد لا وده اقسم بالله ببقى باصص لنفسي في المرايه.
Eminem we got Kanye.
لا بجد ببقى باصص لنفسي في المرايه اللي هو انا يعني انا داخل اكسرها
ساعه ونص بالظبط. قلت لك بتسمع
ساعه ونص 45 minutes plus مع like stretching قبل stretching بعد. بس اللي هو انا ببقى داخل بجد انا trash talk myself اللي هو انا واللي هو I doubt myself قصد I'm not gonna lift this weight وبعد كده بيني وبين نفسي ده انا هموته واللي هو تشيل الدمبل and you just get into the zone.
I like that. كويس قوي.
انا متاكد 100% you can relate. 100%.
You have to.
You have to
get in the session. You have to get deep. Like
لازم.
لو انت عندك target of like there's somewhere you're going, there's no way you can go in and train just like
بالظبط تشيل.
عملت البريس بتاعي ايه الاخبار اعمل ايه وبتاع. That's not training.
Well, I feel like it's very
and that's what they say. There's people who work out and there's people who train.
Yes.
Training is different. Working out.
Anyway, work out. But can you train? crunches وشوية ما اعرفش ايه وبايسب كيرز. بس I'm doing my best الفترة اللي فاتت دي to just I don't want to stay in the zone. I don't think it's healthy to constantly be in that zone because it's a very intense zone. But the zone of لا انت you get so involved in whatever mental state that you're in and it's crazy. يعني والله العظيم انا في ايام وحياة ديني with like this is the first time I mentioned this. انا بقى في الانوار الاوضه بقى هنا في الاوضه بقى في الانوار الاوضه انا have my headphones بحطهم و I play certain songs وببقى قاعد على الارض مش حاطط على كنبه like I just want to feel the roughness of the ground وببقى قاعد والدنيا ضلمه وغمض عيني and I meditate a lot ف it's very easy for me to get into this very weird state like this alpha state of I'm not hallucinating but I am.
ده ساعات ولا بتعمل ده يوميا؟
I meditate on a daily basis. Like I meditate twice a day.
قد ايه مثلا؟
Between 5 to 10 minutes.
حلو قوي. بأب ولا عادي يوتيوب فيديو ولا؟
لا use app. Oh, it's amazing. I have عندي
رونالدو قال meditation changes your life.
Meditation changed my life. Fucking changed my life. يعني أنا I rap meditation.
بعت لي
I
want to but عمري
يا ابني I rap meditation. It literally changed my life. Like I started meditating because I was a terrible boyfriend and it ended up me being.
You were a terrible boyfriend?
Terrible boyfriend. كنت سيء فشخ.
Did karma get you yet? You got a bad girlfriend yet?
Alhamdulillah. So far so good. But it was like I was a terrible boyfriend and I started meditating to become a better boyfriend first and then I realized okay a ripple effect خلتني شخص أحسن. Then we end up breaking up بس يعني دي قصة تانية. بس
يعني كمان you improved وفركشت.
I improved بعد كده فركشنا بس كانت مشكلة دين. أنا
ماشي.
it was just don't do it.
Don't do it.
أقول لك على حاجة honestly do it. It's an amazing genuinely it's an amazing time. You're gonna have the time of your life. The time of your fucking life. بس like when it's over it's just terrible. It's just terrible. عشان انت بينك وبين نفسك هارش ان مش هتكمل ف there's always this voice in the back of your head. بس يعني that's a conversation for another time. بس like I started meditating ever since where it changed my life on والله العظيم on every front.
It keeps you calm, sure. It keeps you mentally يعني it grounds you or brings you back to calmness.
It gives you so much
awareness. The purpose, awareness.
It just gives you an insane amount of awareness.
Is it verbal meditation يعني في حد بيكلمك بيقول لك think about كذا ولا هو بس music?
I started off doing that. I started off doing this 30-day program كان في like like my meditation teacher.
الكلام ده بفلوس ولا ببلاش؟
يا ابني انا هديك اليوزر نيم باسورد اصلا انا فاهم. لا okay so
but it's you pay for it,
extremely
right?
good friend of mine اسمه مينا شخلول. مينا was actually on the podcast هو episode 4.
ايوه مينا دولي.
مينا شخلول. مينا كان كلمني يخرب بيته بموت فيه. كان بيكلمني بيطمن عليا في يوم. I was like ايه يا حبيبي اخبارك ايه بتاع. I was like I'm not doing well. في كذا. He was like okay أنا عندي like this subscription for com which unlocks everything. خد ال username or password and just try it out. I spent 6 months on Mina's plan and then it changed my life to the point where I started to invest in it. لا meditation غيرت حياتي.
أنا جاهز.
لا باشا أنا هبعت لك username and password وحدي.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited.
We don't have to meditate on a daily basis. You don't have to do it twice a day. I just decided to do it twice a day because I'm very like, and I don't know why people see this as a good thing.
Oh wait, go ahead.
I don't know why people see this as a good thing, but I'm very like, I get very reactive very quickly. So I need something that grounds me, and I need something that allows me to be.
ماشي يعني هل اللي انت بتقوله ده ممكن تقضي اسبوع او let's say مش اسبوع انت you meditate every day
every single day yeah twice a day.
طيب ممكن يبقى عندك يوم اللي هو من 8 am ل 11 بالليل تسويح وبتلف وبتروح بتيجي وبتشتغل وبتتعب وبتقرا like you're doing everything
yeah.
fully booked day وتبقى دماغك خلاص بتلف and you do that and then خلاص it's fixed resolved.
لا هي مش كده خالص.
امال ايه؟
Okay, what it does it's literally as if you're working out the muscle. What it does is it allows your brain to get into a certain space. وعلى فكرة sometimes I feel great, I meditate and I feel like shit. فاهم قصدي؟
لا يا باشا.
بس it's on most days what happens is I'm not feeling okay. I'm feeling very cloudy or very مثلا اللي هو I'm not well. I'm feeling mellow. So and then I meditate. What meditation does is in هي كل اللي هي بتعمله is in بتفتح لك a bulb inside your head so you're aware of what's going on.
Okay.
بس يعني هي كأن الأوضة دي ضلمة فشخ بس كل اللي انت عملته دلوقتي ان انت جبت headlight حطيته هنا.
Does it force you to think?
It doesn't force you to think because
امال ايه طيب؟ يعني if it doesn't force you to think
there are okay بص في عامة في الدنيا مدرستين meditation. في مدرسة بتقول لك بص انت دلوقتي عايز تمديتيت صح؟ اوكي هنختار حاجة بسيطة جدا 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 نركز عليها زي ايه؟ نفسك.
ماشي.
breath in breath out breath in breath. فاهم قصدي؟ هنختار صوت المروحة هنختار صوت التكييف أي حاجة. ده واحد من المدارس. المدرسة التانية a bit more radical بتقول لك لا meditation is about being. You don't have to do anything to meditate.
ده اللي هو نوم بقى.
you just have to be.
عارفه ده.
فاهم قصدي؟ فأنا بالنسبة لي أنا لاحظت إن أنا في الأول ببقى محتاج ده. most of my meditation start off with me focusing on something.
On being?
لا ببقى محتاج التاني اللي هو أنا محتاج أركز على حاجة عشان أهدى الأول أرسى وبعد كده بتحول ل being. What's amazing about the being is that's when بقى معلم A kicks in visualization. And that shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. Like you could وحياة دين يا جدعان أقسم بالله I could والله العظيم الكلام اللي أنا بقوله ده I'm not making this up وربنا شاهد على الكلام ده. I would sit down and visualize things that would happen to the T. أنا هقول إيه هبقى لابس إيه هبقى فين هيبقى مين معايا and a year later it would happen. I would put in an insane amount of work. I would spend sleepless nights. أنا بهين نفسي بس it would happen to the fucking T.
Nothing like that. That's magic.
What meditation
allows magic you control.
What meditation allows you to do is it allows you to access that. Just والله العظيم just a glimpse of it. It allows you to access your subconscious mind.
بس ده different power.
That's
a different power.
Jesus man. It's
اللي هو أنا قلت هيحصل كذا وحصل كذا أنت بعديها بتحس اللي I told you. I knew it.
أنت بعديها بتحس إن أنت مش بني آدم. بتحس اللي هو
بس صح. You have to speak things into existence.
لازم. فعشان كده بقول لك يعني I think getting into that zone of اللي هو لا أنت في وقت معين حطه لنفسك في الأسبوع في اليوم أيا كان بس الوقت ده is where you I don't want to say talk shit to yourself بس الوقت ده is where you genuinely visualize who you are.
ماشي.
فاهم قصدي؟
ماشي.
And give yourself that kind of confidence.
100% you need that. بس أنا بحس إن we do that. يعني people with a mindset like ours بحس إن إحنا بنعمل كده 24 hours. Like all day I'm visualizing. أنا بصحى بنام I'm like visualizing. I'm like I will reach like all day almost too much. Like fucking stop visualizing and go do the work. بالظبط. So that's the crossroads where sometimes you're like خلاص بقى عم stop fucking. عشان كده بسألك how long did you think of doing a podcast? For doing a podcast because you can visualize all day. زي ما أنت قلت if you don't put in the work
100%.
all that visualization baby ain't gonna happen.
فاهم?
I respect a lot that you do have to say I will do it. That is kind of halfway there. You said it. Now you take the first step. You're almost halfway, another halfway there. ناقصك بس آخر the work.
صح.
Do the work. I respect it. I believe in it.
As برضو إن مع الوقت the conversation starts to shift. يعني the way you talk starts to shift. Instead of saying I want, you say I have.
I will.
I will. Yeah. Like I will. I have. أنت خلاص you're so confident about it and you're putting it out there. خلاص أنت مش فارق معاك. عشان تعرف إن هي جاية. أنت عارف إن هي جاية. مفيش احتمال إن هي ما تجيش. هي جاية بقى دلوقتي جاية كمان سنة هي جاية.
أيوة. دي أحلى حاجة. When you have that, there's nothing better. And you have to live like that. الصراحة. I respect it a lot.
that peak, man. It's contagious. It's like cocaine.
Go further on.
It's like coke, والله.
To further speak about what you were saying, is it sustainable? Is it sustainable to like go at that pace أو كده? I'll tell you. يعني أنا دلوقتي I feel sometimes like عشان أنت بتقول well who when people doubt you دي حاجة but when you doubt yourself يا لهوي no one can be harder on me than me بس كده period. You'll never be as hard as I am on me. عمرك ما هتعرف تعمل ده. You don't know what I go through mentally. يعني انت ما تعرفش the battles or the thoughts I go through my head about like what I should be or where I should be at. You know how unhealthy that is? You know? But at the same time, that's my drive. I don't know how long it's sustainable. I don't know what it's gonna lead me to. ممكن فاهم it's gonna take me to some tough places. بس I like where it's taken me so far. هكمل كده. And I do think that يعني I'm عيد بيسميني ساعات أو كلهم في البيت. And a lot of people that know me, they'll tell me two things. I've gotten a few things actually. One of them, you're a control freak. You want to control every aspect of your life.
Every variable.
Every single variable, especially in content creation. بكره أعمل videos مع ناس. I'm very happy today because you're editing it. I don't have to do anything. That's why I'm happy. If I had that footage, I'd be so anxious right now. ساعة ونص تصوير. هأدit إيه؟ هعمل إيه? That's why I see a lot of my content. Quick cuts. Let's go. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, reels. The podcast I respect a lot. I'm very happy today عشان you're editing it. I don't have to worry about anything. I know it's gonna. أنت مش أنا مبسوط. But I'm saying like on my page. If I post something on my page.
أنت لسه.
وأنا وعيد نصور مع بعض مثلا في كمية arguments أو في كمية لا الأنجل من هنا. طبعا دلوقتي بقينا فاهمين بعض أكتر بكتير. But when I film with anybody and someone tries to put in an input creative wise, it's very hard for me to take it. بحس اللي هو I expect constructive criticism. بس بيبقى صعب قوي. I need control.
وده حقك.
Over the angle, over the frame.
the content بتاعك أنت.
بالظبط. فعشان كده people say why don't you get an editor لو أنت عايز تنزل. عشان أنا عايز أنزل دلوقتي. I'd say give me 2 years. Because I think it takes a lot of time. I don't think anything is like life is a marathon طبعا. أي حاجة هتعملها تاخد وقت. I believe in 2 years from now I'll be 30. عشان أنا 28. I have a certain vision, but I see some high numbers. I've been manifesting those. I've written them down. But my goal over the next 2 years. تمام? You ready for this one?
Yeah. أصل هقولك على حاجة. If you say it, in 2 years I'll post the fucking video. Like in 2 years we're gonna post the video.
I'm uploading 5,000 pieces of quality content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Long, Facebook Short, Facebook Long. 5,000 over 2 years. Fitness, nutrition, challenges, vlogs. 5,000 pieces. So that's 10 a day, maybe a little bit less, 7 a day, give or take. In that range though. So that's why when you're asking me, you're doing it, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. عشان أنا بنزل, I think I have 500 videos all time in 6 years. I'm about to do 5,000 times 10 in 2 years. Because I'm trying to play catch up. ده اللي في دماغي فيه. That's how harsh I am on myself. أنا بقول لعيد, I'm like, بص أنا فوتت كده آخر 3 سنين نزلت 100 فيديو. I should have posted like 600 or 800 videos. Now I'm gonna post 6 times a day across all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, shorts and long, vlogs and challenges and reviews. بدل ما أصور review واحد, I'm about to film 8 reviews today and edit them and post those 8 across 6 platforms over the next. في غشامة هتحصل. But that's where my head's at. I'm like, you are. Then that's how hard I am on myself. And when people say, I was telling you, الناس بيقولوا عليه, they tell me I'm controlling. They'll say you're very robotic. بتفكر بدماغك أكتر من your heart. And lastly, Google quotes. بيسموني Google quotes. عيد بزاد. Google quotes. Odd second. It's a Google quotes. And because people will be like, don't you rest? And they'll be like, take a break. Family, sister, anybody, girlfriend. Yeah. I'll be like, we'll rest when we retire. That's my thoughts. That's how أنا غشيم. And I enjoy that. It's not the most healthy thing, but I'm happy with that. And أنا بعرف. I sleep with it.
Yeah.
Good with it. يعني مبسوط كده. I'm so harsh on myself, and if I don't do the 5K, then I would be at the lowest point because I'm على طول بفكر فيها. No, I'm always constantly thinking about why didn't you upload 3,000 videos already? And not just quantity. Obviously, it's quality over quantity, but that's the reason that stopped me. السبب إن أنا ما نزلتش كتير قوي. And lately, I'm happy with watching my videos. في فرق كبير لما تعمل حاجة تنزلها زي ما بقول لك أول فيديو اللي نزلناه وتاني وتالت مش عايز أتفرج عليهم. Not proud of it. I was learning, but now I have a video of me jumping on 18 plates. I'll watch that all day. My review videos of trying a protein bar. It's fun to watch. Red Bull, informative, how the story was made. Prime, بتاع Logan Paul with KSI. I like watching the content. I'm very proud of it. But there's difference now. And you see that with your episodes. You're like, I really like watching the episodes now. There's so much story. There's so much value. There's so much kaza. So that's the goal. That's why being a perfectionist بتحس اللي هو ما بعرفش أطلع حاجة where it won't impact you. فاهم؟ Mediocrity will not be accepted. من الآخر. And there's no team. There's no coach. There's no manager. ما فيش حد I'm signing a contract with myself. اللي هو
I love that.
greatness and greatness only. يعني الفيديو لازم حد يحس ان هو ضحك واتبسط، لازم او اتعلم حاجه جديده، او you got inspired to go train، او يجرب حاجه whatever. فاهم؟ there's got to be a purpose, and that's why that like I'm so careful and taking it easy. Like حامل iPhone 11 versus 14 Pro. I'm so jumping. Like I'll go from tech to a food review. Now I want to get into book reviews. Then I'll do a training. There's an upper body.
I feel like you're a lifestyle type brand. Hasn't it? Because you tap into everything.
Possibly.
Yeah, so.
sure. Partially, yeah. Fitness, nutrition, but yeah, definitely lifestyle. But I don't like to be specified. لما عملت food reviews, عملت Jimmy's Pizza review مثلا. That was a fun video. Jimmy's Pizza on TikTok. That video got أكتر من 400,000 view.
Wow.
3000 share. I know the owner خالد، وخالد صاحبي كان معايا في المدرسة. And it was all a coincidence. أنا قاعد ما شفتوش بقى 12 سنة. جه سنة عليا إيه ده؟ Ouda. It's like أنت مين أصلا؟ He had a hat on و sunglasses. شفتوش بقى 12 2011. شفته في 2021 أو 2020. It's 10 years ما شفتوش. It's like I don't know who you are. It's like يا ابني أنا خالد بدري. I was like إيه ده؟ عامل إيه؟ You look different. It's been 10 years. And we did the review. I was like, and a guy saw a review عادي. He was like, ماشي طب عايز تخش المطبخ؟ I was like يلا نخش المطبخ. Went inside, we filmed it. I just did a voiceover. جماعة البيتزا دي تعمل في 90 ثانية. All Italian ingredients. I gave it a 9.8 out of 10. It was an amazing pizza. And the place wasn't doing great at the time because they had just opened there. مكان جديد في زايد. كلمني the week أو بعد أسبوع عملت أديت نزلت الفيديو على تيك توك. So جايب 300,000 400,000 فيو. خالد كلمني وبعت لي voice notes. عمال يبعت لي bro كلمني. You have no idea what fucking happened. And to this day I listen to the voice notes. They crack me up. بموت. It's like يا ابني we sold out of pizzas. We sold out of fucking ingredients. احنا اللي بنجيب الانجريدينتس دي مصر اصلا. اهلي اللي بنجيب الانجريدينتس دي من بره.
That's wholesome.
It's like we sold 500 pizzas today. This weekend we sold out of pizzas. Next weekend يا ابني that impact lasted for so long. And when I did that,
that's wholesome.
It was amazing. طبعا دي حاجة فرحتني قوي. I was like, إيه ده? Amazing. That's fucking amazing. I see the impact. You can see the impact of influencers, content creators, brand deals. Sometimes they go right, sometimes they go wrong. But I've learned so much, especially from having our own agency. وإن إحنا بنشتغل مع influencers وبنمسك budget لclient, and we'll suggest and we'll test وبنشوف وبنعرف who's a game changer, who can move the needle. من الآخر. Can you move the needle? Because some brands عايزين positioning, where they're not waiting for sales. They just want to say, oh, I'm associated with that name. And that can cost you more money. So. And then some brands want sales and promo codes, and that's harsh. That's pressure on the influencers. Yeah, and that's a lot of pressure on the influencer. Like, can you sell 40 units? Can you sell 100 units? The noon promo codes, the L'Oreal, anything you see. A lot of those things are based on performance-based. And we've seen so much of like, okay, دي عندها 50,000 follower, ودي عندها مليون follower. دي عملت 50 order, اللي عندها 50,000 follower عملت 50 order. اللي عندها مليون follower عملت 5 order.
Wow.
We've seen it. We've seen it. Like you said, it's not about the numbers anymore. And brands, that's the job of the agencies now. Teach the brands. And the brands, it's their job too to understand and hire people, the right people in place. عشان يبقوا عارفين إنه it's not about followers. It's about sometimes having a defined audience. 20,000 followers زي ما أنت قلت. 15,000 follower might be a safer bet and bring more revenue than 200,000 follower. أنا ما أعرفش فين 200,000 follower دول. هم في القاهرة أصلا. هم فاهمين يعني إيه جيمي سبيد. Are they gonna buy this thing? فاهم قصدي؟ Do they have the budget? Do they have purchasing power? Are they the right demographic? Age? حاجات كتير قوي. So many factors. So we've seen a lot of that. But my point is على Jimmy's وكده when that happened at the Jimmy's, I did another one. It was Dirty Bird. And that also did 200,000 views, 300,000 views. And they call me. I know the number. I know the results of a lot of these videos. What happens in sales after. And I'm proud of it because I like to know I have an impact. Is my goal to help the brand build. والحاجات دي unpaid. But the point is, people started labeling me. He's a food reviewer. أنت food reviewer ولا coach? I was like, food reviewer.
What the fuck?
I reviewed a pizza, a chicken sandwich, and that's it. ازاي? I stepped away from that for a few weeks. I was like, اهدوا بس كده. People try to label you quick. I don't like to be labeled. He's a content creator. And sometimes he'll do a tech review. Sometimes he'll do food. And sometimes he'll give you a fitness video or a challenge. And fuck it. That's why we love it because it's always entertaining. فاهم؟ ما بحبش أبقى foodie. Well, lifestyle is cool because, like you said, it's general.
It's everything. Yeah.
Fitness, I'm definitely fitness. All I do is train every day. It's life. بس ما بحبش أبقى labeled, but I like to have fun with it. يعني I like to dabble in everything. I'm a runner. I'm a coach. I'm a marketer. I'm on a podcast today with Yousef. ممكن ننزل فيديو مع بعض. It's a clip of this. يعني you just gotta be all over the place.
I love it. I love it. تعرف إن إحنا we did 2 hours.
That's crazy.
An hour and 50.
أطول podcast
An hour and 50 بالظبط. أطول بودكاست عملتها كانت عمر جبلي. عمر
guess. ساعتين ونص.
3 hours 10 minutes.
What?
Crazy. This guy is crazy. لا وهم انا سالته سؤالين الحلقه كلها اقسم بالله الحلقه كلها كانت سؤالين. الحلقه كلها انا قاعد بعمل كده. الحلقه كلها انا قاعد بعمل كده. سالته سؤالين هو اتكلم ساعه ونص وبعد كده he took a bathroom break وبعد كده كمل ساعه ونص تانيين. بس I'm loving this. I'm loving it.
Me too.
Do you wanna?
You have great questions.
I appreciate you. بص أنا أكتر حاجة بحبها فعامة في الناس like certain people that come on the podcast is you know how to tell a story. You're also a content creator. فاهم قصدي؟ That's into the way you tell them and you're not.
I hope so, man. I'm a bit worried. I don't know how it comes out on
والله
camera.
لا I love it.
A bit rusty.
لا والله I love it. Genuinely. Well, I feel like أنت كمان you're not like you're not like what's it called? أنت مش مكسوف أو مش عايز ما تتكلمش. Like you're up for it. You just want to talk. فاهم قصدي؟ أنت مش خبيث في الكلام. فاهم قصدي؟ لازم تتكلم. You're just out there. You're being you, and I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
لا مش همسك نفسي عادي.
لا.
I'm like
If أنت do you have to bounce?
No, I think no, I'm chilling.
That we can do مثلا 10, 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
طب أقول لك على حاجة. If you want to give like if you want to give like I don't want to call it advice.
Yeah.
But if you want to call it advice, we can call it that.
Yeah.
But if it's a piece of experience that you've learned throughout the past 10 years, throughout the past few years where you've done the things that you've loved, where ما شاء الله you've experienced huge growth حتى بينك وبين نفسك فوقك من الأرقام خالص, what would that piece of advice be?
I'll give you a few. من ناحية content creation وكده it's ما تبصش على الأرقام. You cannot look at your numbers. You can يعني نزل الكونتنت نزل فيديو زي ما احنا قلنا. It's about changing one person's day, not their life, just their day. الساعة دي حتى إن هو كان متضايق شوية واتبسط. نزل الكونتنت and be consistent, be relentless. فكر في original videos, ideas جديدة. You can literally talk about peanut butter. ممكن تتكلم لو أنت بتحب peanut butter في 50,000 واحد تاني في العالم بيحب peanut butter. لو لقيتهم you will be a peanut butter sponsored dude making $50,000 a year from this peanut butter brand because people bought the peanut butter. So in terms of content, like نزل content, don't look at the numbers at all. It will demotivate you في الأول.
Fuck the numbers, man.
If you're in it for the numbers, you're in it for the wrong reason.
So
you are. فمن ناحية content, just chase that. من ناحية life بقى overall, life is like, it's long but it's short. Just try to make the most out of it. There's a reason you're here. ربنا ما خلقناش من غير سبب. كل حد عنده سبب إنه هو موجود في الدنيا دي. And في ناس بيعرفوا السبب ده early on. في ناس بيعرفوا السبب ده بعد 5 سنين. سوبر ستارز, actor مش عارف إيه. في ناس بيعرفوا بعد 20 سنة. في ناس بيعرفوا بعد 50 سنة. في يوم هتعرف السبب بتاعك إيه. Just be patient. And when it comes, like you said, double down on it. وعيش. Just give it everything you have possibly because it's your life. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks at all. And this is coming from someone who really cared about what people think. And still does sometimes. But at the end of the day, كلنا عندنا a purpose. It might take you a little bit of time to find it. You might have 2 purposes. You might have 3 purposes. Who knows? The more the merrier. But just do that and be grateful. زي ما قلنا, if you can wake up and you can see and you can touch and you can feel and you're good to go, alhamdulillah, it's going to be a great day today. And just manifest it. Like you said, you manifested things. لما تصحى الصبح برضو النهارده هيبقى يوم حلو قوي ان شاء الله. Just say that. الحمد لله ان انا معايا صحتي والنهارده هيبقى يوم جميل. هيبقى احلى يوم السنه دي ان شاء الله. That's it. And just work. Life is a battle.
It is.
It's a battle. It's an uphill battle. كده على طول. You know that. عارف في Star Wars والحاجات دي لما بيبقى في 2 powers وداخلين في بعض blue and red. It's like who's stronger? هي دي الحياة. That's how I see it. Unfortunately, it's always like that. And some days you're gonna be stronger. Some days it's gonna be stronger. But at the end of it, you win. Like you beat that power. I don't know. You just gotta fight. بس and believe يعني. مش عارف.
You're such an amazing person. والله العظيم. Genuinely من قلبي. والله العظيم بجد.
Thank you so much. So are you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank you for having me. I will always remember this, my first podcast. It means a lot.
Genuinely.
And you're so easy to talk to. فأنت بتسهل الموضوع قوي.
I appreciate that a lot.
You're pretty natural with the conversation. ولما قابلتك أول مرة كمان it made things easier for me because as you can see like meeting you in person that day, as soon as I was like يلا يا ابني يلا نصور. وقلت لك ما كنتش بقول كده كلام وخلاص because it came like a week later.
Literally,
let's film. So that's why I told you like you're the way you are is contagious. I see that you want to have a good impact on people. You're always giving great advice to the youth. I respect that. I respect that a lot because there's value in your content. There's stories, there's journeys, and I think that's the أحلى حاجة وأهم حاجة في الحياة. إنه أنت you're giving people a space to speak comfortably, space to share their story, and it's very very easy to go.
Genuinely بجد أنا لما بقولك شكرا بجد بقولك شكرا because thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn from you. أنا بحاول أقولك بجد عشان أنا يعني أنا والله throughout إحنا ساعتين بالظبط إحنا ساعتين دول أنا بتعلم يعني as much as it's a story وأنت بتحكي وبتروح وبتيجي أنا بتعلم الساعتين دول and I just do my best to بحاول على قد ما اقدر احط نفسي مكانك واحاول على قد ما اقدر اعيش العيشه اللي انت عشتها عشان اعرف اقدر اللي انت دلوقتي بتقدره. And
I appreciate that you're great at what you do. I respect that you are. So keep it up. وانا كمان انا جاي هنا عشان اتعلم. I'm learning about this podcast setup.
باشا you're incredible at what you do. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. بجد يعني ما تخش في حد احسن منك في مصر at what you do.
That's a big compliment.
لا genuinely وزي ما بقول لك anything you need about the podcast يا باشا انا عيوني ليك. والله العظيم تعالى صور هنا الحته دي واضربها اللي انت عايزه.
ممكن اسالك على حاجه؟
for sure.
I want to be on your podcast number 155. ماشي؟ Put me on episode 155. النهارده كانت 75.
النهارده كانت 75 155.
So give me 80 days 155. That's my favorite number 5. So 155 we're gonna be back.
طب اقول لك على حاجه. and we're gonna shake on it without dimness. 155 and 555.
155 and what?
555 555.
All right. I like that. هتعمل 555.
Hell yeah يا ابني جو روجن عامل 1900 ابسود. جو روجن مش احسن مني في حاجه.
مش احسن منك.
He's a godfather of podcast بس انا like انا ان شاء الله like this I want to do this until I'm 60. Like I want to do this لحد لما because
I believe you will.
I'm never gonna get انا عمري في حياتي ما هزق من ده. Because I'm learning from you and I'm getting to know who you are. لا عمري في حياتي ويا عم لو قفلت عارف اعمل ايه هعيد الناس تاني.
ايوه انا بقول لك انا جاي لك تاني.
ايوه بالظبط. احنا 155 مع بعض و555
I believe in you. طب انا هسألك سؤال.
I believe in you so much too.
انت عملت 75 حلقة.
Yeah.
تمام. I want 2 big takeaways from the 75 episodes. What is the general consensus انت بتشوف ايه في ال 75 دول او ال 70 شخص اللي جم عشان you did some solo episodes. What is something like you would say is a takeaway overall from people about life? Like what is it? دي حاجة. والسؤال الثاني هو
ده سؤال صعب قوي.
والسؤال الثاني ايه يعني you did kind of mention it earlier about the podcast about how it's a chance to learn and it's an opportunity to discuss what something you improved on من day 1 to episode 75. What something you're better at now in the podcast?
Oh wow. These are amazing questions.
So go with the first one.
You should definitely have a podcast. Like
it's coming baby. 100%. Twin Talks. Twin Talks.
لا لازم.
What would you say you improved on?
Let me reflect on the second question first. What I think I improved on is approach دلوقتي بتاعي when it comes to a lot of things is and the only thing I actually know is that I know nothing. That's my approach.
Okay.
Like my approach now is a lot more I am a student and I am ready to learn. I'm ready to learn from you about I'm ready to learn from you about pizza. Like I don't give a fuck what you do. But I'm ready to learn.
Okay.
It just happens to be in you're a coach and you're very very good at what you do. I want to learn about that منك انت. Plus I think the podcast doing 75 ده رقم بجد صغير قوي. يعني بالنسبه لي ده رقم ببيهاتي فاهم قصدي.
It's impressive that you see it that way. That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
هقولك على حاجه واحده. Okay, one of the reasons why انا بدات البودكاست ده with a really really good friend of mine. He's a podcast editor وهو بص اللابتوب قفل تاني عشان عدينا ساعه كمان.
انا خايف الكاميرا تكون فصلت. انت متاكد انها
بتصور؟ طب ثانيه واحده.
Are you sure?
100%.
It is? Yeah. That is crazy. You need to put a mirror there to make sure you're filming, bro. ماشي. Your friend was with you.
So, shout out to حازم الصبان. حازم حبيبي يعني واحد من
I did see him on the stories في الأول. He was with you.
في الأول. Yes. حازم اللي عامل البودكاست. عامل اللوكو بتاع البودكاست.
Okay. Amazing.
أنا اتعلمت يعني أنا وحازم لما كنا بنتكلم في الأول قلت له حازم إحنا لما نيجي ننزل الابسود أنا عايز تبقى يعني الرقم #000 فأول واحد تبقى 001. قال لي ليه يا ابني ما تعملهاش 01 على طول؟ قلت له عشان احنا يعني كنت عايز اقول له اصلا هنعملها 4
yeah you want to do 1000
and then I was like okay لا خلينا نبدا الاول ب hundreds والحمد لله دلوقتي يعني this episode 75 which is crazy فاهم قصدي بس again I think my biggest takeaway from the podcast is it taught me how to be a better listener like دلوقتي 75 episodes in I don't want to talk I really want to listen I'm so interested
I love that
I'm so interested in you
the more you listen the more you learn
I'm so interested in that
that's amazing
it's like yeah
and that's what makes a great podcast host like no lie والله there's no way I would come here today وهقعد معاك ساعتين لو انت ما بتسمعنيش مش قصدي حاجه
صح
بس انا I'm like well we're not gonna fucking like listen to you all day they've seen you 75 episodes they know that but with all due respect we did listen to a lot of things you said well, that's why I asked you questions because I want to learn from you too
I really appreciate
مع حد وما اخدش منه حاجه
بس انت صح بجد يعني I think that's I think اكتر حاجه اتعلمتها برضه حاجه ثانيه اتعلمتها everyone has something to tell
yeah
everyone has a story واكتر بودكاست انا كنت فاكر ان هي هتبقى اوكي let's do a 45 minute podcast وحياة ديني عملنا 2.5 ساعة وعملنا اقسم بالله في بودكاست يعني هبقى اقول لك afterwards بس وحياة ديني انا كنت جاي اعمل حسابي alright this will be a 50 minute podcast tops we did 2 hours and 15 minutes 2 hours and 50 minutes of
there's a lot of value a lot of stories
قاعدين بنضحك وبنهزر وفي نفس الوقت he goes very deep in and then very deep فاهم قصدي it was crazy I think the podcast taught me in
be a better listener
just shut the fuck up just shut the fuck up and let the other person talk because there's so much you're going to learn from them and it's just not to be extremely entitled to an opinion
extremely what
entitled to an opinion
yeah
because I was very I still am very entitled to certain things and I'm doing my best every day to unlearn that
I'm excited for you حاسس انه you've gone through a certain level of growth when you started 75 episodes now you're here حاسس ان بعد سنة you'll be a different Yousef قدامي
155 ان شاء الله مع بعض
yeah I believe it and I think بعد سنتين وثلاثة you're going to be 25 and 26 and you're going to be like بني آدم تاني خالص على episode 500 ولا episode 600
so.
and that's amazing because you're doing it young زي ما قلت لك like 21 is great 21 right
22 yeah بس 21
so I'm saying that's
amazing احنا برضه صغيرين احنا صغيرين هيك فاهم قصدي
انا 28 فانا صغير طبعا بس انت اصغر مني حلوين يعني بس اللي قصدي اقوله انه حلوة قوي انا بقول لك انا عايز ابدا انا I'm a little bit jealous انت بدات 21 او 20 and I'm going to start at 28 but like I said who knows what happens if I started at 21 maybe I would have done 5 episodes and quit maybe I would have
I have so much blind belief in you like I know والله انا عارف ان انت يعني ما فيهاش like 5000 pieces of content I shook on it because I know it's going to happen
I saw you shake on it like you shook on it too
لا I'm going to shake on it because I know it's going to happen like there's no doubt in my mind that it won't فاهم قصدي
it's just about sacrifice though that's
absolutely
because that's what you have to think about like
I think so
like I say no to everything I gets mad at me everyone gets mad at me but I'll tell you like السنة دي بعيدا عن حتة الساحل because الساحل is where like I can mentally chill I'm still running and making videos وعمل حاجات but there I'm at the beach with my family and I enjoy that but from September December 1 I think I've been out with friends like 3 days 2 days مثلا
wow.
yeah, my time is gym editing filming family that is it يعني هي دي الحياة من الشغل اللي هو شغلي الايجنسي المكتبي and when I'm there I'm doing shit I love clients brand content creation حاجات with the team from that to filming my reviews to coaching people ما فيش وقت so everything is a no everything I sacrifice a lot and that's why like when we finally had the opportunity to meet I told you that day it was a special day and بسبب شغلي we got to meet مش قصدي حاجة but like if that event wasn't that day who knows ممكن نشوف بعض في التمرين نشوف بعض في حتة تانية في الساحل but I'm happy it happened
what I love about you is in okay يعني أنا كنت لسه جايب episode اللي فاتت كانت نوران جوهر is word number 1 رهيبة وانت لقيتني وانت قاعد معايا you can feel the greatness in
the champion
رهيبة فاهم قصدي and one of the things
she has the aura
she does she has the aura of a champion because she is فاهم قصدي يعني هي مش مثلا هي مش حد جامد هي اجمد حد فاهم قصدي يعني
رقم واحد
هي رقم واحد وانا بتكلم معاها she was like people just need to understand that there is a price that you need to pay there is a price to greatness and I feel like you're paying it
trying man
you are
trying
best because a lot of people rep the greatness talk اللي هو لا I am going to be this okay بس زي ما انت قلت في الأول does your work ethic match it
yeah
is your determination matching it there is a price to greatness
sacrifice
exactly and you're paying it
you gotta
عشان كده I believe
thank you
because I can see it
it means a lot it means
يعني هقول لك على حاجة اليوم اللي احنا رحنا فيه الايفنت باشا انا ما شفتكش انت تك وفي مطبخ وبتطلع وبتاخد كورتات ايه يا معلم في ايه واحده طيب اجيب لك انا عايز اجيب لك حاجه يعني انا عايز اجيب لك كوبايه قهوه خلاص بجد يعني مش ايه ده في ايه ده فاهم.
I'm happy you see it that way. I like to see what you would see out of it because I'm so in it.
You are
sometimes it's hard to.
You are and you got in.
It means a lot to hear from you to say like you were working that day. I'm like okay.
You were doing incredible that day. Not working. You were doing incredible. You killed it. فاهم قصدي؟
To explain برضو للناس كان في opening boba spot at one of our clients Zanzu في Walk of Cairo Yousef جه. He was kind enough to join us and
incredible
try out the boba too.
بجد thank you so much for the invite by the way.
Yeah, of course. And you're a lifetime member of Bigshot Media. انت اي event هيحصل انت معانا.
لا بس زي ما بقولك ما شاء الله you're doing amazing.
Thank you. But I'm telling you today means a lot to me because like being here when احنا اتكلمنا في الحاجات دي it pushes me, it inspires me. Either way I was gonna fucking do it. But now I'm gonna do it more. But thank you because بتفكرني and you get me to push. I'm telling you like to me this is a yes. Like yeah, let's sit down and talk and discuss and create content. That's what I live for. And then I say no to a lot of things. I think you say no to a lot of things. You have to make a sacrifice. You have a price to pay. And that's life. If you don't sacrifice, I don't think you're going to get anywhere.
I agree.
It's a harsh statement, but like...
I agree.
Some
sacrifices are better than others though. But
thank you. Amazing
I love it. All right, 2 hours and 10 minutes in.
Woo!
Like it's a wrap. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're still listening,
make sure to fucking subscribe to the channel.
Make sure to fucking subscribe.
احنا كام سبسكرايبر دلوقتي؟
احنا I think 5000 وشوية مش كتير
5000 وشوية.
مش
لا حلوين that's big.
YouTube.
All right, let's get to 6K.
Yes.
We're doing 6K.
Let's do it. لا سعودة بجد. Thank you so much
coming
for coming.
soon. Thank you for having me.
You mean the world to me. بجد. Thank you حبيبي. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're still listening, peace. Just make sure we're recording.
We're recording.
دي أول مرة نعمل بونس.
Bonus scene Marvel.
Bonus baby.
No, we were talking
that after credits.
That after credit scene. لا احنا كنا بنتكلم في حاجة دلوقتي انت كنت بتقول maybe more people.
Yeah, very good.
كنت بتقول انت دلوقتي ان maybe a little bit more people know you than you think. صح؟ So what I'm saying is I have this rule, maybe the Ouda rule.
Yeah, I like that.
But I think obviously yeah. بس الفكرة بتاعتي هي انه اي حد عنده اي عدد followers I'd say اضرب في 4 to 5 اضرب في 5 يعني حد عنده 10,000 follower يبقى كده اقول 20,000 follower probably 100,000 بني ادم يعرفوا relatively كويس. تمام. اضرب بقى في times 10 هو عنده 20,000 يبقى في 200,000 I've heard of him كده في الرايح كده مرة حد قال حاجة أو they saw you مرة على explore page فاهم like that. That's my belief because when you look at the insights مثلا let's say Raouf is a good example, very good example. Raouf the actor. Yeah. He does interviews, he does football. Perfect example. عنده 250,000 على Instagram. I'm talking about Instagram numbers كمان. Raouf though has 1.8 million on TikTok. Or 1.5 million on TikTok. So there you go. 1.8 million people know him. فأنا بقول لك اضرب في 5 في 250,000 دول 1,200,000 يعرفوا كويس قوي مين رؤوف. وأنا ببقى معاه في أماكن كتير دايما ممكن صورة ممكن مش عارف إيه. اضرب بقى في 10 2.5 مليون have heard of him في الرايح أو في الجاي. Same thing. I think with a lot like the follower count doesn't mean much of who actually knows you. مثلا a lot of footballers محمد صلاح أي لعيب في ليفربول أنت تعرف فيرمينيو عامل follow لفيرمينيو؟ Probably not. All of the famous people طارق عماد أنا عارف طارق عماد I actually do follow طارق but like ناس كتير عارفين طارق عماد بس مش عاملين لها follow
بالظبط
عادي. محمد صلاح هل هم 50 مليون بس اللي عارفينه؟ مصر كلها عارفاه 110 مليون اللي على الدول العربية كلها عارفاه في بتاع 800 مليون واحد يعرف محمد صلاح. ف this is general rule I'd say اللي هو اضرب في 5 to 10 and that's actually the amount of people who know you. Do they care to follow you? No. But do they know you? They know you. Just a fun fact.
I love that. Bonus clip. Ouda, thank you so much for coming, Abi. Officially 3 hours and 10
Officially
minutes.
We're done.
Officially.
3 hours?
No, about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
I hope that bonus clip was
Of course, I'm gonna clip it out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Peace.